Yeah, buddy. It's Monday. It's 6 p.m. You know what time that is. It's Nonsensical Nonsense time. What's going on, everybody? Hopefully, y'all enjoyed your weekend and had a good Monday. Let's go ahead and finish the Monday off on a good note, hanging out with your boys, the Nonsensical Nonsense. If you're not already, go ahead and check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Don't forget you can hang out with us live every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, 6 p.m. on YouTube and Twitch. And if you can't join us live, well, you can listen to us anytime, any place on Spotify and everywhere you listen to podcasts at. So go ahead and give us a follow, give us a like, and if you'd be so kind, give us a share. We greatly appreciate that. And also, don't forget you can share the live out as well if you're hanging out here watching us do what we do when we do how we do. Baby.
Cut that shit out.
Turn your notifications on. That way you know. Because knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe.
Tony D's in the building, and of course, y'all know me. I am Glick. Tony D, how you doing, sir? How was your weekend?
Yeah, I took it easy, sat around the house, had Jason with me. We chilled out, all that good stuff. You know how it is.
No, I know exactly how that goes because that, my friend, is exactly what Nikki and I did yesterday. We didn't do a damn thing. We laid around and cuddled up and watched movies all day long.
It's a good feeling.
No phones, no kids, no distractions, just her and I. We ordered in some lunch. We had sushi for lunch, and we ordered some Applebee's for dinner.
Right.
But just kind of hung out and watched movies all day yesterday.
Did you get the breaking news about 35 minutes ago?
Tony D, I got so much breaking news for you tonight.
Go, damn it, go.
So much breaking news for you tonight, Tony D.
Go, damn it, go.
So much. And I know what Tony D is talking about. Just, hey, man, I just wanted to get some normal chit-chat going on before we started jumping right into it. But sources say the Packers have officially traded Aaron Rodgers to the New York Jets.
Yeah.
For the second time in 15 years, the Green Bay Packers are trading an aging icon to the New York Jets.
Asshole.
I didn't write – this is off of ESPN.com.
They right, though.
I didn't write it.
They right.
I'm just reading it. The Packers agreed Monday to a deal to deal quarterback Aaron Rodgers and their 2023 first-round pick, number 15, and a 2023 fifth-round pick to the Jets for New York's 2023 first round, 2023 second round, 2023 sixth round, and a conditional 2024 second round pick that becomes a first round pick if Aaron Rodgers plays 65% of the plays this season, sources told ESPN's Adam Schefter on Monday. And then they kind of went in with a little bit more nonsense. Although Hall of Fame quarterback and Jets franchise icon Joe Namath gave Rodgers his blessing to wear number 12, the new Jets quarterback is expected to wear the number 8, the number he wore in college at Cal. The blockbuster comes 40 days after Rodgers announced on the Pat McAfee show that his intention was to play for the Jets, triggering intermittent negotiations between the Jets and Packers. But that dominated the NFL headlines. The two sides talked for weeks before talks broke down. Then discussions heated up late last week. Finally, Jets general manager Joe Douglas and Packers GM were able to bridge their differences and come to an agreement. With Rodgers now traded to the Jets, they are expected to become primetime darlings when the NFL schedules are released next month and could play up to 6 primetime games.
Damn.
That means we get to watch the Jets lose 6 times in primetime. Awesome. Awesome. It's kind of like watching the Bengals in primetime. Yeah, they win and they go to the Super Bowl and they get into the playoffs, but you put them goofy sons of bitches on primetime and they look like a bunch of high school rejects.
You're an asshole.
I'm just stating facts here.
I'm good with it. We wanted this trade to be done. There's some other player that's supposed to come with him. So this is honestly step one. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
in all honesty, this is just step one.
Well, I mean, he got a couple players that he wanted. Unfortunately, OBJ, he's not going to get OBJ. He's probably not going to get, and this is the sad thing. This is the sad part about Aaron Rodgers. As great as he is, the last few years, man, he's been such a media attention whore that I think some people just get bored with it. I mean, I think everybody's excited for it. I'm excited for this trade. Oh, she had to go to work for a couple hours. Just for a couple hours. They're learning a new menu tonight, a new drink menu. As great as Aaron Rodgers is, and as awesome as it is for the Jets to get him, I think a lot of people just got bored with the story eventually.
The story was going to generate the value. So that's what people got.
What's going on, Amanda?
They did the same thing with Brett Favre. They did the exact same thing. The exact same thing. A whole lot of noise, a whole lot of hype, a whole lot of controversy, a whole lot of talk. And we had a conversation 2 months ago, remember?
Oh, yeah. We've talked about it a lot.
So my whole thing is, right now, he doesn't have all the pieces to his puzzle. Who are the other players that did come?
I think they got they got Lazard.
Right.
Give me 1 second, and I'll
be the homer. I'll be the homer.
Oh no, dude! I told you from Jump Street. I hope this happened for you guys.
What's up, Amanda? He got Lazard. That should be enough.
It's not even he wasn't enough in Green Bay.
Yeah, but look at the team the Jets have with those two. That's enough.
I mean, they're still below 500 team.
No, they're not. They were above. What were they last season? They were below 500. Were they not?
No, they were below.
Okay. How many games below 500 were they?
I think they were 7-9 or 6-10 or something like that.
Well, they were barely below. Right now, there'd be a playoff, which is what I was looking at.
I don't think Aaron Rodgers automatically makes them a playoff team. They're not a playoff contender before Aaron Rodgers. I don't think just. What do you mean? Why not? Because I don't know. Look at the record and look at their gameplay.
I'll tell you why not. The quarterback. The quarterback position was their biggest problem outside of injuries, correct?
What are you doing, Cash?
Where the headphones are.
Huh?
Where the headphones are. The camouflage black ones.
The what?
The brown headphones.
Oh, I don't know where they're at, buddy.
The quarterback position was the most controversial before the injuries, wasn't that?
What?
I don't think their quarterback position was their whole issue.
Whole issue, no, but it was a key issue. And I'm not even being an ass. I'm being straight up.
Yeah, they were 7-10,
and they were still 7-9 with injuries and rotating quarterbacks to where nothing was consistent. Now you should have a consistent quarterback, 2 veteran players who can endure some of what the rookies may not, and who will add on to where rookies will fall out. I think they're a playoff team right now.
You are taking a guy that Aaron Rodgers had last season, and Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay, and Green Bay was 8-9. New York was 7-9.
Yes. And we're going to do this again Thursday night.
Another reason I say that I don't think that they're a playoff team just because you add Aaron Rodgers is because they still have to contend with, unfortunately, New England. But New England was kind of on a downfall last year. We don't know if that's going to continue. But Buffalo and Miami are in the AFC East. And I hate to say it, and I've been saying it, and I'm going to continue to say it. Sure. Miami is going to be a menace next season.
So will New England.
Yeah, Miami was a menace last season. They're going to
be. In other words, the entire NFL is on notice for the AFC East.
Mm-hmm.
The entire. I have to go ahead and say it, bro. The NFL. Remember how we talked about during the Super Bowl how well balanced the NFL was last season?
Oh yeah, it was pretty.
They were very well balanced. This changes the balance just a little bit, but the Jets were barely 500. Right now, they are above 500, which is pretty much what Jets fans are looking for.
The Jets were 7-10 last year.
7-10 games. Aaron Rodgers gives them 4 games. So right now, if they were 7-10, I want to change that to they'll be 11-5 next season.
Offensively, all they added was Alan Lazard, and I think Tyler Conklin, and now Aaron Rodgers.
Who's the running back? Shit.
They have Brees Hall and Michael Carter and Zonovan Knight.
Somebody else.
Running backs they had last year.
No, they picked up a running back, didn't they?
They had Brees Hall and Michael Carter last year.
Yeah, but who did they pick up this season in the offseason? They just picked up somebody, didn't they?
It's not showing anybody, not unless
let me see. New York Jets roster.
Ty Johnson. I mean, they got 4 running backs listed. They got Zonovan Knight, Michael Carter, Brees Hall, and Ty Johnson. Those are your running backs listed.
I'm not gonna lie. I like their running back core. I think they're going to do something.
I like Michael Carter.
Michael Carter got hurt,
but they've got him listed as running back 3.
Yes, because he was injured. Who's the other one? Brees Hall. Okay, Ty Johnson, Brees Hall, and Michael Carter. And the other one was Zonovan Knight. I think Ty Johnson and Zonovan Knight are going to run the season because they had high leg injuries, and there's going to be some issues.
Well, Zonovan Knight's he was a rookie last year.
Yes. Him and Ty Johnson are going to be running the next season, in my opinion.
Yeah, he was a rookie last year. He had 300 yards, so I mean, he wasn't getting the ball a lot.
I might do the whole.
You know what? I take that back. He was getting the ball quite a bit. It looks like.
Yes, he was. Now I might do the whole league a favor and just draft the Jets. That's how much faith I got in them right now.
You got, like I said, I give the Jets a 500 squad, but not playoff this year. And it depends on if Aaron Rodgers is going to be around more than 1 year, and what they do in the next off, and then what they do in the next offseason.
Yes, 65% of his games get their contract money, correct?
He has to start 65% of the games for the Packers to get a first round pick next year.
Okay, so
which I would assume.
Now, I would highly predict, and I'm gonna go out on the limb. Fuck this shit. This is what I do. I'm gonna predict he plays every divisional championship game, which is 6 games off the rip. Let me look at their schedule. Shit. Let me do this now because I'll be that asshole. I don't care. It's not up yet. They're going to play everybody in their division. We got to see who the rest of the damn schedule looks like. They will win those 6 games within their division.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers played in all 17 games last year.
Yes, he did. See, people say he's Asian, but they never talked about whether he was healthy or unhealthy. I don't remember him having any injuries.
I don't think he had a terrible season. He had 542 attempts for 350 completions. He had a 64.6 percentage. Threw for just shy of 3,700 yards, 26 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. And he ended the season with a 91.1 QB rating. I'm not saying he had a bad year or a bad season, but you know, with the roster, you know, they didn't have a bad squad in Green Bay last year, and there was a couple guys who stepped up. They were 3rd place in the NFC North.
Yeah, behind Minnesota.
Behind Minnesota and Detroit. Detroit had a better season than them.
Gotcha.
Now, Green Bay's roster is all over the place right now with new names and new faces. I mean, they still got Randall Cobb floating around there. But unfortunately, I don't think he's not even listed in the top 5 receivers. Yeah, he only had 417 yards and 1 touchdown last year. So, I mean, he played in 13 games.
Last year?
Yeah, but he's also going into his 13th season.
Aaron Rodgers did, correct?
Yep.
Okay. The AFC
No, that was Randall Cobb. But and you guys also lost Elijah Moore. You know, Elijah Moore came to Cleveland.
We lost Elijah Moore. I'll get back to that in a second. The Bills are 13-3. Miami was 9-8. New England was 8-9. The Jets were 7-10. I don't know if the Bills are going to be as dominant next season, even though they still should win the division. But I think when the Jets get to the playoffs, shit's going to change.
I think you're counting your chickens before they hatch with saying automatically playoff bid.
I am.
What up, Mark? What's good, man? I think, and I mean, I understand being a fan because, you guys asked me what I thought what I thought Cleveland was going to do next year, just based off of what's on paper. And I said 11-6 playoff team as a fan, but realistically, I think they'll be more 9-8 or 8-9.
I give you that. I think that's what I'm gonna do for the league next season. I'm gonna draft the whole Jets roster. Just run it. I'm just run the roster.
That makes no fucking sense at all.
Never does. Never did. I've done it before.
I mean, we're supposedly putting money in at the beginning of the season, so it's done and out of the way. And you're going to draft an entire Jets roster that you won't win a
Who the hell else is going to who going to draft anybody on the Jets?
I've had Michael Carter's 2 years in a row now.
Hi, Kenny.
What's up, man? How's it going?
Yeah. Now, granted, he wasn't on my starting lineup a whole lot because of my other running backs I had, but he was a great bye week guy. And if there was a matchup that I didn't like, I plugged him in.
Who's that? Michael Carter?
Yeah, Michael Carter.
Yeah, you should have grabbed him. No, that's what I'm questioning.
Late in the season. Yeah, late in the season, I picked up Elijah Moore.
Hell yeah! Before the season, damn right. He was predicted to get him and the running back for the damn Texans. You had to grab them. You also had to grab Breece Hall.
Yeah,
I think I grabbed Breece Hall.
I mean, people are going to take. It's just. I mean,
I'll make that deal with the whole league. I'll take the whole Jets roster, and y'all can do.
Lazard last year played in 15 games. He had 60 receptions for 788 yards. He was averaging about 52 yards a game.
Right.
And he only had 6 touchdowns.
But when he got the ball, he was a monster, is what you're saying, pretty much correct.
That's not at all what I'm saying. I'm saying that he is a probably slightly above average wide receiver 1. Actually, he's not even a wide receiver 1 in my opinion, and the Jets don't even have him listed as a wide receiver 1. The Jets have him as a wide receiver 3, which is exactly where I'd put him, below Garrett Wilson and Corey Davis. And I've had Corey Davis in my leagues.
Come on, Lazard?
Yeah.
I think Lazard's going to be a 1.
Corey Davis and Garrett Wilson, I think, are both. I mean, last season alone, Garrett Wilson had 83 receptions, over 1,000 yards. He was averaging 65 yards a game, and he only had 4 touchdowns.
Right.
Garrett Wilson, I just said Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson's going to get the ball. Denzel Mims.
Corey Davis.
Denzel
Davis, who is there?
Yeah, Corey Davis. Yeah, that whole they.
And Corey Davis only had 32 receptions, and he had 536 yards. He had half the receptions and damn near almost matched what Lazard did last year.
Right.
And half the receptions. So, I mean, I've never been a big fan of Alan Lazard. Early in his career, yeah, he had some great seasons, but I haven't been that big of a fan of him the last couple of years because he's kind of fallen off. So, in my opinion, I think the Jets are perfect as putting him as a wide receiver 3.
He's older. That's all it is, too.
Yeah.
He's older.
And Garrett Wilson and Corey Davis are younger cats. Or Wilson, sorry, Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson is, he was his rookie season last year. He came out of Ohio State. That's what I thought. And Corey Davis is on, his 3rd season? Oh, no, he's been in the league 6 years. Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, look at all that.
Lazar's only been he's only been in the league for 4 years, man.
I thought he'd been longer than that.
Yeah, he's only been in the league for 4 years. And, I mean, let's go back and look. They're only going to give me last year. Damn it.
Yeah, I can't see nothing right now. I looked on a couple of them myself.
I mean, in my opinion, I've never been the biggest fan of Alan Lazard. I think he's kind of a overhyped product of the college machine, and he hasn't quite lived up to his potential.
Well, the quarterback wants him, which means he's going to get the ball, in my opinion. The quarterback wants him. That says a whole lot. Not even being a butt about it.
I think Aaron Rodgers just wanted him because he was a familiar face.
Exactly. And he's a reliable player when you're on the field. He knows who he wants to play with.
So, I mean, I think that's where that comes from. But like I said, I'm not shitting on the Giants or the Jets. I was hoping this deal was going to happen. I just think
we're properly skeptical. We are properly skeptical.
I think you're letting your fandom overstep your.
I also remember what happened when they had Favre. I remember how good it was with Sanchez, and I remember how good it was with Pennington.
But who did they have around Favre though? When Favre was there,
I forgot. I'm not going to lie, I forgot. That was back with Revis Island, I believe. The receivers, I don't remember. I don't, but I know they were good with what they had, and right now they're in a position where they're going to be happy. So I think it can work. One thing I haven't seen with the Jets, well, I will say that over the past couple seasons, they look comfortable playing with each other. The defense is excellent. I'll never forget that overtime game against the Titans about 2 seasons ago. Might have been last season. They were they looked good. You know what I'm saying? On the field. So all you needed the offense to be more productive. The defense is doing their damn thing. So the team has a new rejuvenation, in my opinion, and I think it'll work. I think it'll work. I'm going for it. I will go for it.
Trying to see if I can pull up this fucking squad. Here we go. You guys had Sterling Sharp, Jackie Harris, and Edgar Bennett at running back.
Edgar Bennett? I really don't remember that old squad. I'm not going to lie. I don't.
I mean, Sterling Sharp is really the only name that pops out at me.
Right.
And he was a clear number one target for Brett Favre. He had 108 receptions that one season that Favre was there for almost 1,500 yards.
Right.
And 13 touchdowns. Jackie Harris had 55 receptions for 595 yards and 2 touchdowns. I mean, look, that's your wide receiver 1 and wide receiver 2.
Right.
The difference.
No, you're not either. Should I go through?
You're going to be doing a lot of counting. But yeah, like I said, I'm not crapping on you or anything like that. I think
justifiably critical. No problem.
And I understand it. Like I said, and that's what I've tried to, tell you guys before. Yeah, I'm a Cleveland Browns fan, but I try to put that on the back burner when it comes to talking logically and realistically about the team.
We got to be realistic. And like I said, I see optimism, and I see they have rebuilt themselves. I think this is going to work out phenomenally. They were trash 4 seasons ago. They were trash. It was ridiculous.
Because as a fan, I would like to say Cleveland's going to be 12-5.
It's supposed to be. I'm not even a fan. It's supposed to be.
As a fan, but realistically, I've grown up watching Cleveland, and like I said, them idiots can fuck up a wet dream with an instructional manual.
This is true.
I'm just saying. Let's be honest.
History does say that about you, Cleveland Browns. Y'all will fuck up a wet dream. History does say that squad. Y'all should have been in the bowl. It truly should have been.
But we'll get there eventually. Like I said, we've got a hell of a squad on paper right now. Baltimore's kind of in shambles. Pittsburgh's trying to rebuild. Cincinnati. They've kind of been running things the last couple seasons, and doing what needs to be done to win and shit like that. But yeah, on paper, Cleveland should be right up there, just smashing everybody.
Yes, they should.
And that's kind of the cool thing. And I'm sure, like you being a Jets fan, you probably get a lot of Jets news. I know I get a lot of Cleveland Browns news. I follow different players and different writers and sports writers and stuff out of Cleveland and shit like that. And the census around the room, like around the defensive squad, is we've got a defensive line that is hungry and ready to play and ready to be like, they just picked up that one cat. I can't remember his name right now, but he was like, I don't care if I'm Myles Garrett's sidekick. Batman had to have Robin,
Batman didn't have Robin.
No, but he sure acted like he needed Robin.
He gave
But,
a damn.
I don't mind if I'm doing my job and it makes Myles Garrett's job easier, or if he's doing his job and it makes my job easier.
That's how it's supposed to be.
We're hungry and we want to eat.
That's right. That's how it's supposed to be.
So I'm like, damn, okay, we haven't had that because Jadeveon Clowney was a cancer, and he was all about him or nothing, and you can't have that mindset on any team that you're on.
You know what's crazy? That's why. What's his name said what he said about him. The coach Steve Spurrier said he wasn't ready for the NFL when he got drafted. Spurrier said that.
Well, when he first came into the league, he was the man. In Houston, he was the man.
Jadeveon Clowney?
Yeah. And he was their number one guy in Houston.
They drafted him to be the number one guy.
Yeah, like he was their star. And he had a couple good seasons there, but then he started to kind of fall off. Injuries plagued him, and then he was going to teams where he was not their number one guy.
No, but he was a strong player. He was a good player.
Oh, he was a great player.
He was a good player.
But he wasn't a team player.
He wasn't the number one guy, no.
And I'm sorry, Myles Garrett has been the number one guy on that defensive line since they drafted him. And for good reasons. He's proven himself.
Pretty freaking much.
I'll never get over that fucking tweet, man. He said, the one time I wear sleeveless shirts, fucking NFL pulls me for drug testing, trying to say I was on steroids. I'm like, you look like the fucking Incredible Hulk, bro. Well, fucking, it's just strut around the field with no sleeves on like that.
Shit, I would if I was a shit.
Yeah.
Jordan Love is the starter. So what's going to be good with the Green Bay Packers now is the question. That's a good.
I mean, especially, you see a lot of defensive linemen. They're 300 plus pounds. They're not really built. They're just big dudes. Yeah. You got this fucking monster, this fucking freak of nature.
That's how them offensive linemen are. They're just big dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily muscular, but huge.
Well, hell, you seen what Joe Thomas did when he retired? That motherfucker dropped like 100 pounds, and he's like all muscle.
It's about fucking time, but welcome back. Waiting on the Wi-Fi to kick in. Waiting on the Wi-Fi. There he is. What up, man?
Didn't I fire you?
You can't fire.
Didn't I fire you?
You can't fire him.
Your replacement will be here in the mail Wednesday. I got Bingo Bongo, the chimp.
Yes.
Wow. He's going to be filling in for you.
What up, man?
Oh, long day.
I'm kind of surprised to see you since it's Monday.
Right.
Well, yeah, I actually am technically still working, but I have like 30 minutes left. I cut off the calendar because I am fried. It's been a crazy couple days.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know if you're I'm assuming your job gets a little bit more hectic
around tax season. Yeah. Right after tax season. Well, tax time, it actually slows down for us because everybody's focused on their personal taxes. But right after tax season, like today, it just, my phone rang off the hook all day. But, yeah. Because this is not part of taxes. It's more of a tax refund, but whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. Bullshit.
But yeah, I closed like 25 cases today, so big paycheck coming, which is nice.
Can't believe today is a good day.
Yeah, there's always a good day. Last Monday was even better.
Good.
Well, I have a little story for you, gentlemen.
Oh,
so
shit.
The wife was supposed to come home on Sunday. And
Tony.
No, wait, no. She's home. She's home. Calm down. She's home.
Yeah.
However, the flight got delayed by 1 day.
Oh, hell no.
So she came home Monday instead of Sunday. And I didn't have the heart to tell you guys because I knew Chris was going to be like, I fucking told you.
Exactly.
I told you, Tony D.
But here's the kicker. They lost her luggage.
Now she's got to go back, right?
No. It's been found. It was brought back yesterday. But, yeah, it was a fucking nightmare. But there's a waiting area in the airport here. So I can't actually go past a certain point. And she's like 20 yards beyond that point. I can't go. I shit you not. I waited for 4 hours. I was there 20 minutes early, had plenty of time, and I'm texting her going, what the fuck? She's like, I'm dealing with my lost luggage thing because they needed the address to actually deliver it. They delivered it yesterday. But it was a fucking nightmare. Then she got home, and I gave her the best 3 minutes of her life.
30 seconds? What?
3 minutes. I counted.
30 seconds. It took you 2.5 minutes to get your clothes off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that doesn't take removing that takes into account removing clothes. So yeah, but no, we spent like I said all week together and Saturday we went to a hotel with the kids and stuff, and they're still there. I came home to actually work today because I hate not working in my office because I have everything here. I have multiple screens. I have a whole 9 yards, and doing it on one screen, doing my job on one screen is a pain in the ass. So the kids and the wife are at a hotel called Moon Palace. They come back later today. I left early because work. Oh. And it's one of those things like I could have worked from the hotel, but the noise and of course free booze doesn't help because I'd have been drinking the whole time because free beer.
I mean, you can work and drink.
Yeah, I don't get a whole lot done though because I'd be sitting there going, "Yes, I'll send in that."
And I used to build houses and we were drinking the whole day.
Yeah, but can you imagine I drink all day and put somebody's decimal point in the wrong place? They get 14 million instead of 14,000?
Yeah,
that's a big difference.
A decimal point compared to like an entire house falling and killing an entire family. Yeah, I totally get it, Jeff. I totally get it. Your telemarketing scheme is way more important than. Calm down, there, Ponzi.
No, I know that if I would drink and work, I wouldn't get shit done. I'd just sit there and drink instead, and I'd blow off every call. So.
Yeah, no. Back in the day, we used to drink we would like drink our faces off, but we were drinking throughout the day. We'd go to lunch,
which is
5 or 6 beers at lunch, and
yeah, well, that
then come back. And
yeah, but you're a raging alcoholic, so it's okay. I mean, it's kind of like, don't you need a 6-pack to function in the morning?
Hashtag factual. I usually drink a 12-pack in the morning before I even get out of bed. What are you
breakfast, We call that breakfast.
Breakfast of champions. You got to fuel up the machine, man.
That's my thing.
You just can't. You can't be running on an empty tank all day. Speaking of Tony D, I told you I had breaking news and stuff for you today, and I didn't know Jeff was going to be here tonight, so this should be it.
Jeff, welcome the fuck back. Tell the missus we said welcome the fuck back, and I know her and the kids just wanted to get out the house, so let them enjoy themselves.
No,
yeah, she came home for a day and needed to get out of the house.
In all seriousness, she's like, she's like, let's go away for the weekend. I'm like, let's go. So we packed up.
Well, yeah.
And then she's like, you can work from the hotel, and I was like, fuck that. You stay here with the kids. I dealt with them for 3 months. I'm going to go back to the house by myself and finish working. So I left the hotel this morning at 6 a.m., got here on time.
Uh-huh.
So it's like an hour and a half ride. No big deal.
Uh-huh. No, I got you. I believe you.
I do know what it's like to finally get rid of the kids and have peace and quiet because finally yesterday, that was the first time in the last several weeks that where there was no kids here yesterday. And Nikki and I we didn't have anything to do. And that's what I was telling Tony earlier. We didn't do shit. We laid in bed and watched the movie. And then we got up and went out to the living room and got comfy on the couch and watched 4 more movies. We watched 5 movies or 6 movies yesterday.
Nice.
That's the good life, though.
Yeah, we ordered out for both lunch and dinner.
Dude, me and my stepdaughter. One day, me and my stepdaughter sat. I was sitting there watching movies like on TV. She was bored. She came and said, "What you watching?" I said, "I watched a bunch of DC animated movies." She decided she was gonna sit there and watch it with me. We went through Doom, Crisis on 2 Earths. You read through all of them back to back, and she was there like, "These really are good." I did a Star Trek marathon one day when BBC used to show Star Trek back to back on Next Generation. Right. Every time it was an episode I seen her, I was like, "I'm gonna go back to sleep." But she was watching. She was like, "This really isn't bad." I was like, "Yeah." So
she's as big a nerd as you are.
Well, no, she was bored she was trying to see what I was seeing. So I'll be on the couch this way. She was over there laid up like this, and she was like, "This isn't bad." My son is tired of Star Trek. My oldest boy, he is so tired of Star Trek. That's all I used to watch. Star Trek, X-Files, The Shield, and all that shit. Jason, he'll sit there and be like,
the difference between you and my dad was all MASH all the time.
That was the MASH. Yeah, he was from the MASH.
MASH was the shit.
MASH was.
It's still, I actually saw something interesting. MASH has the all-time record for final episode watch.
The final episode was like 140 minutes, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like.
Their mama watched that shit.
Apparently, certain parts of New York and Chicago, like their water pressure went down after the show because everybody's waiting to go to the bathroom after.
Yes. Yes.
And like everybody flushed at once. I was like, "Holy shit!"
Funny, yes.
It's just hilarious. I was like,
MASH did have that many fans, ladies and gentlemen.
Have you seen the final episodes of MASH? It's a giant piece of shit.
I haven't watched it in 30 years.
I've seen every single episode. I went on a nostalgia kick a couple years ago, way before Netflix and stuff like that. I downloaded every single episode and watched them. I binge watched the shit out of them.
Good. That's all right, though.
The final episodes are dog shit. It's fucking depressing.
A lot of episodes, like I watched the end of Snowfall last week. The final episode, I don't think it went the way everybody wanted it to, but I got the story.
Speaking of shows, Tony, check out on Netflix a show called You.
Not yet. I got 7 years of Netflix to be caught up on.
That show is we waited till she got back so we could watch together.
I literally have 7 years of shows. I got 7 years of shows on Netflix to watch.
It's the weirdest fucking show in the history of television. It's all about a guy. He becomes obsessed with a person, and then as soon as he gets said girl, he kind of moves on. And anybody wrongs him in any way, he'll fucking kill him.
It's a chick show, Tony D.
The fuck it is. It's fucked up, is what it is.
It's like a British.
It's an American
rip off of Dexter, but
it's
not as cool.
Show, by the way.
Jeff, Glick got something. Go ahead, Glick.
It's actually British, but much like a lot of American TV, we rip it off from BBC.
Well, exactly. It's a rip off of the British version. Yes.
Yeah. No.
But the American version is fucking good.
Speaking of TV.
Yeah.
And I know you guys are kind of more in this world than I am, but I just seen this and I know this is fucking huge. And don't pre-ejaculate all over because I have more after this one, Jeff. So stick to the main story. What we're talking.
Hold on. Get close. Let me get close. I'll edge.
We're not your wife. We don't need the best 30 seconds.
Wait, I'm done already. What are you talking about?
Yeah. But I don't know if you guys seen this because it just broke a couple hours ago. But CNN fired Don Lemon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sure. Yeah, I saw that.
Obviously, now, like I said, this isn't necessarily my world. I know Don Lemon is one of the most recognizable, one of the biggest names on CNN. And I know he caught some heat back in
not too long ago.
Back in February?
Not too long ago.
About some remarks that he said about women. But this is the press statement. Don Lemon is out at CNN. In an announcement that Mr. Lemon said left him stunned, CNN on Monday declared an end to his longtime relationship. Mr. Lemon, a star anchor who was a fixture of the network's primetime lineup before enduring a short but controversial tenure on the morning show or as the morning show co-host, CNN and Don Lemon have parted ways. Chris Litch, CNN's chairman, said in a statement, Don will forever be a part of the CNN family, and we thank him for his contributions over 17 years. We wish him well in your
And then they
future
escorted
endeavors.
him. They escorted him out of the building.
Yeah.
They wanted his ass gone.
Well, he tried to do like gotcha journalism, but had no point to him, kind of thing. He's like,
well, I think that's what a lot of them do on CNN and Fox is that like just unnecessarily over the top, over dramatic.
Yeah.
They do the pointless cliffhangers and shit like that.
No. I'm not talking about like he would be like, he'd try to get somebody to say one thing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, that's why I was going to go with that.
Yeah.
They tried to corner put you in a corner to get you to misspeak.
And you can easily walk out of it because it's like
they try to get you to misspeak. But I mean, both Fox does that and CNN. They
right.
And I hate to admit this, guys, but I'm in a wormhole of crazy these days, and I can't get out of.
Yeah, I've been there. It takes a while.
This whole trans community thing, man.
I've seen it.
And woke society that we live in is a wormhole that I'm a part of, and I can't freaking get out of it. And it angers me. Can't pay no attention.
I am listening to you.
Jeff said hi to me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to clear
pay
that.
attention. You got to dance, dude.
Dance break.
Dance break.
What? I'm trying to give something for the listeners, Tony.
All type of music.
It wasn't like I went brown chicken brown.
No, Tony, you have to see the movie Mallrats, and you would totally get that reference.
That beat also came off of a couple of other movies of dances I don't do.
No, okay, but that is from Mallrats. It's a whole thing.
I don't know why
It's a Kevin Smith thing.
How you been, little lady?
I've been good.
Good.
Did she say nothing good?
I understood, damn it. Leave it alone.
She's obviously a glick. Nothing good. No, got it. Yeah.
I mean,
Understood.
Yeah. Mr. Lemon came out on Twitter today, and he said he told that his talent agent had abruptly informed him that I have been terminated by CNN. I mean, it don't even sound like he sugarcoated it at all. It almost
No,
like Don makes it sound like,
the dude's like, dude, you're fired.
It made it almost sound like
he did the Trump Cobra. You're fired.
You're fired. Like he called him up on the phone. He was like, "Hey, Don." Don was like, "Hey, what's going on, man?
What's up, buddy? What do you got for me?
You're fucking fired." Click. What the hell? What the hell just happened?
No,
here?
but have you ever seen Don Lemon give an interview to somebody he quote unquote doesn't like? He's a complete asshole.
Well, so's Pierce Morgan.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but Pierce Morgan at least is entertaining.
Yeah, but I mean, I
Dude's hilarious.
I don't
Calling
think
someone a black lesbian, that cracked me up. I
don't think those guys necessarily. And I'm sticking up for both sides here, and I might be
devil's advocate.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword. I think those guys are so highly educated that they come across like assholes, and yeah, they are smug pricks. I mean, it's like Ben Shapiro. That dude's a smug little prick.
Yeah, but
he's smart as fuck.
I would not want to debate that dude on anything.
Yeah, like he absolutely destroys.
He could convince you that this is a pencil and it's a lighter, and he'd be like, "No, that's a pencil." Are you sure? And he's like, and at like 20 minutes, you'd be like, "It must be a fucking pencil."
Must be.
Lemon went on to say that in his Twitter post, "I'm stunned. After 17 years at CNN, I would have thought that someone in management would have had the decency to tell me directly. At no time was I ever given
So he cried about it.
any indication that I would not be able to continue to do my work I have loved at the network." CNN actually disputed it.
So they called him out and said, "Actually,
you're lying." That's exactly what
CNN disputed Mr. Lemon's account, saying that the anchor was offered an opportunity to meet with management, but instead released a statement on Twitter.
Okay, so they're like, "Hey, we want to talk to you, clear this up," and he's like, "Fuck you, Twitter."
In a clear sign of acrimony, Mr. Lemon has retained the aggressive Hollywood litigator Brian Friedman to handle his exit. His contract with CNN runs through 2026, according to the two people with direct knowledge of this deal.
Yes.
Basically, they'd rather make that payout than keep him on the air, is what they're saying.
That's exactly what's happening.
So here's the kicker. I mean, this is one of those things, and we've all talked about this, and I think we've talked about this on the show a couple of times. Hours before he knew he was fired, Lemon appeared on air in his usual anchor chair on CNN this morning. The show he had hosted since November with Poppy Harlow and Caitlin Collins.
Mm-hmm.
He showed no signs of anxiety and signed off to the viewers with a smile and a friendly goodbye. So they had the man come in and do his job.
Right, and then said, by the way, you're out.
And then they didn't even tell him, they told his agent. They're like, hey, let him know.
That's like when you come into work on Friday and they fire you at Friday at night.
Exactly. It's fucked up.
No, but like I said, CNN's ratings are so bad.
But are they, or is that what Fox News is telling you?
No.
Right is?
No, you can
CNN
actually see it. There's a chart.
I don't watch any of these news channels. So,
Okay.
Apparently I have.
No, they are like bad.
So I mean,
numbers are down. Yes.
But it goes on to say that Don had a reputation as a fiery political commentator during his 8 years as primetime anchor, but inside the network he began to lose support after he made remarks in February about women and aging that were widely perceived to be sexist. The incident generated a national uproar from Mr. Lynch or Lech, whatever the guy's name is. The guy who owns CNN or whatever. Lemon had inserted on the air that Nikki Haley, which she's a badass, y'all. She was like a senator or representative or something out of South Carolina. She was like governor of South Carolina or some shit for a minute. She was a badass. Like, that was a cool chick. And she was all about taking care of the people. And I say that from personal, seeing it personally, living in South Carolina when she was down there.
Yes.
But he asserted on air that Nikki Haley, the 51-year-old, they're all on the decline.
Shit.
Yeah. But CNN's got it worse.
CNN's started kind
less than 1 million viewers.
Yeah. But he said on air that Nikki Haley, the 51-year-old Republican presidential candidate, isn't in her prime. Sorry. Adding a woman is considered to be in her prime in her 20s and 30s and maybe 40s. He dismissed the objections of his female co-host by responding, "I'm just saying what the facts are. Google it." He later apologized and agreed to corporate training program to address his on-air behavior.
The fuck out of here. That ain't nothing.
This is a very long article. We don't really need to
you don't need to go to make
chime too much into it. But outside of the fact of, ladies and gentlemen, not even the left is safe from the
Nobody's safe. I've been saying that shit.
Nobody is safe.
No, but when it comes to Don Lemon, he was so far left. And like, if he made a mistake, he's very glick about it. He would not admit it.
He's very glick.
First and foremost,
you heard what I said correctly.
First and foremost, I'm the first one to admit when I make a mistake. But when you're right all the time, you don't have to admit that you made a mistake.
Okay, Don Lemon, calm down. That's exactly.
Calm down, Joe Biden.
Yeah. It's okay.
No.
It's okay.
No.
I'm stupid.
Dude, you guys have got to watch that damn presidential Discord.
I've been watching it. I've been watching it on TikTok. I fucking laughed my ass off yesterday. I was showing it to Tanya, and she's like, "That's fucked up." And Kevin's like, "I've seen that episode." Kevin watches it on fucking YouTube.
Yeah, the newest one was fucking Joe Biden was like, I thought DC Comics and Washington DC was the same
I saw that. He's like, that's the same town. I was like,
thing. Fucking
shut up, bro.
fucking him and Donald Trump going back and forth, roasting the hell out of each other, and Donald Trump just goes off on a tangent, and Obama and Clinton were like, "All right, Don, all right, Don, he said enough. He said enough, Don." And Don's like, "I got one more for you."
Unbelievable.
Fucking George Bush. It's the Harley Quinn DC villain, Bing Bong. I love that damn. That's my favorite TikTok page.
That shit is
Damn, presidents on Discord.
You took her, I'm ready.
Presidents playing Call of Duty. That shit's hilarious.
Isn't DC? That's in that Washington DC. I'm like, oh my god, really, Joe?
Really
Well,
well.
and Bush was like, "Hey, I thought they were the same too." Donald Trump was like,
What's
"God
so
damn it, Bush!"
What's so
Shut up,
scary
George.
is all those memes they had of Obama telling Biden to calm down. We're starting to see they weren't lying.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of wild to think that, you know, I can totally understand Don Lemon being upset because it did kind of come out of left field.
Right, and but it's been coming for a while. Like
They've
there's
been trying to
been
get rid of him
major,
all year. They were trying to
Yeah.
get rid of him all last year.
yeah, I
Matter
mean,
of fact, I'll throw it out there. They've been trying to get rid of him since he cussed Donald Trump out.
yeah.
That's
Well,
exactly
do you think? Do you think that because you know his contract ran through 2026, and
Right.
and I don't know how big you guys are. You know, like I love like you know I listen to talk radio, but not political talk radio. Kind of like
Right.
what we do, talk radio. Like Howard Stern and stuff like that. You remember when when they fired Opie and Anthony? Back in the day, they fired Opie and Anthony back in the day for some goofy ass stunt they did on air.
Okay, yeah.
But they still
Wasn't that
wound
the
up
guys that
paying
did the hold your Wii for a Wii?
I think I don't know. I think it was like the Sam Adams thing where they got a couple to have sex in a church or some shit like that.
Oh.
I can't remember exactly, but they fired them and they wound up still paying those guys millions of dollars for several years afterward
Well, like I said, I don't doubt
because of their
they'll end
contract.
up- CNN will end up paying Don Lemon an ass ton of money, but when you think of it as the corporate standpoint, they'd rather pay out that money than keep his ass on air
Yeah, Austin.
because he was literally killing the ratings. I would put him as like call it 50% of the reason why the ratings dropped because the guy was a complete. I mean, back me up, Tony. Is he or is he not kind of an asshole?
Who, Don Lemon?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the story I've been seeing. He's an asshole. That's the
and
story I've been
again, that's what I ask: is he an asshole or is he just an arrogant, pompous prick because he's so smart?
It's a little bit of no.
He's
He's
an
not
asshole.
smart. That's the problem. He's not smart. He repeats talking points that he hears from something else. It's like me telling you about Call of Duty, but the only time I've ever played Call of Duty is seeing the presidential Discord thing.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
He's eloquent. He's eloquent. That's all it is true.
He's eloquent. I'll give him that. He's a smooth talker, but he talks out of his ass.
What?
Kind of like us.
She might need to go outside.
All right, stick around.
Oh, yeah. Well, on the flip side,
Are you in here?
What?
She's playing hide and seek with the boys.
is she really?
Yes, she's trying to give Kyrie's spot away.
I guess Cash has got one of his little friends in here, and I thought they were playing Fortnite, but apparently they're playing hide and seek, and Suze, our dog, is playing with them.
It's giving her away. It's like it's over here.
I found him. Do I win? Do I win? Do I win? Do I win?
Right.
He's in that pointing face where he's
Like a bloodhound.
ding, like the old
I
cartoon.
found him.
He just solid. It's like I think he's in there. That's hilarious.
But yeah, on the other side of the coin,
Yeah.
Fox News, Tucker Carlson and his producer said, "Deuces, peace out, A-Town down, fuckers."
Did they bounce? Did he bounce?
Yes.
Tucker Carlson and his producer out at Fox News 1 week after Dominion settlement. Now, do either one of you know what that is? Because I don't.
Okay, the Dominion settlement comes down to I don't remember what it is, but apparently Tucker said something that wasn't true, and he got sued for libel.
Okay.
Because
right,
he basically said Dominion is the voting software for the presidency. And they basically said it was rigged and that they could quote unquote prove it. Well, apparently it wasn't rigged, which I still don't believe, but he basically said it's rigged. They lied to us. They changed votes and, thousands of ballots at 6 a.m. kind of thing. And Dominion sued Tucker and Fox News and won.
So this says TV host Tucker Carlson and Fox News. So it almost sounds like they might have been on the verge of firing him, but before they could, Tucker was like,
"Fuck you, I'm out."
Because it says Tucker and Fox News have agreed to part ways. Fox said in a statement Monday, "We thank him for his service to the network." Fox said in a statement about the top-rated host, which noted that Carlson's last show was on Friday. So unlike old Don, who was in there this morning doing his job,
Monday morning.
Tucker was like,
up. At least give him the weekend to drink it off, Yeah. No, look, come in Monday, and then you'll have the rest of the week to drink, fucker.
Yeah.
No, but when it comes to Tucker, Tucker's got his own show now.
Yeah, they said Tucker's going to be fine. They said Tucker's going to be fine.
Well, he took his producer with him.
Right, because he's got his own podcast.
That's what I thought. He had his own shit.
He's got his own. It's kind of like the Ben Shapiro show.
Yeah, both of them are going to be fine.
Oh, I think Don Lemon's going to be fine. I mean, I think his, even though he, and I'm sure both of them are guilty of it. Obviously, clearly, they're both guilty of saying some dumb shit.
Oh, 100%.
But I mean, their years of service.
I stand by everything I say, Tony.
And their years in the industry.
Ball-headed demon.
their years in the industry and their experience speaks volumes outside of them saying a couple boneheaded things as of recently.
It comes down to, I think it comes down to these networks are trying to save their own asses because
it's news a CYA. It's a CYA.
News is not what it used to be because you can get just as much content about the news on TikTok as you can on watching Fox.
Well, the biggest problem with the news these days is it's not even about the truth anymore. It's about being the first to broadcast and the first one to get it out there. It's about
clickbait. It's all clickbait. Yes.
And the worst offender are the watch Don Lemon destroy, and then it's and you watch the article, you watch the video, and you're like, wait, when does he get destroyed? Because it was that I could have fucking said that.
The only payoffs you get in those clickbaits are Ben Shapiro, as I've learned in the last couple of weeks.
Fucking dude. Have you seen the video when the Boy Scout video? The girl says to Ben Shapiro, "Where in the Boy Scouts does it say only boys can be in the Boy Scouts?" And he goes, "In the name Boy Scouts."
Yeah.
And the whole fucking crowd loses their mind. It's my favorite clip of all time. I love Ben Shapiro. He cracks me up. Watch him watch the TikTok reactions.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I've been watching.
Holy shit, those are hilarious.
Yeah. But the story about Tucker Carlson goes on to say, in addition, excuse me, the senior executive producer of Tucker Carlson tonight, Justin Wells. So as the article goes on, it says that Tucker Carlson and his producer quit. Mm-hmm. But this says that they were let go by Fox. They were actually fired by Fox.
Right, and I think it was because they had to pay out like 170 something plus million to Dominion.
It was 787 million. 787 million.
There you go. I mean, that's a big
jump. And this decision came Friday to terminate Carlson and Will.
Trump changed Fox News.
Yeah, it is.
By Fox Corporation CEO Lachlan Murdoch and Fox News President Suzanne Scott, a source familiar with the matter, told ABC News. Wells declined to comment. The news comes nearly 1 week after, here you go, Tony, $787.5 million settlement agreement between the network and Dominion Voting Systems which accused Fox of knowingly pushing false conspiracy theories that the voting machine company rigged the 2020 presidential election. I guess I could have just read this and found out what it was.
Yeah.
Biden's in Biden's favor in what Dominion claims was an effort to combat concerns over declining ratings and viewer retention. Fox defended its coverage, dismissing the suit as a political crusade in search of a financial windfall. Dominion spokesperson declined to comment. As part of its discoveries process, Dominion in February filed court documents, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. On November 8th, Carlson privately texted his producer that the allegations about Dominion were absurd. According to...
Yeah, I saw that too, Tony.
Okay. I don't think there's evidence of voter fraud that has swung the election, blah, 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 da, 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 kind of goes into the whole Dominion thing. But either way, I mean, now, granted, as you guys both told me, and I was not aware of this because, again, they're not in my, that's not my
Chris
demographic.
doesn't watch the news.
It's not my world. I try to avoid that. I wasn't aware that neither Fox nor, and I don't think you can block them. I think you have to physically go to Twitch, Tony D.
I'm on Twitch. I just don't know what the fuck it is.
Hold on a second. But outside of the declining ratings and everything else of both networks, and one's left, one's right. They both spout a bunch of craziness. I mean, I think it's safe to say, for me as being the guy who never watches it, Tucker Carlson and Don Lemon are two of their biggest stars on each respective.
Oh, 100%,
right?
100%.
So I mean, they've just completely 100% just.
Yeah, but it comes down to,
God damn it!
You have what's the other guy on Fox, Tony? Besides Tucker,
used to be Bill O'Reilly.
No, the other guy. He looks a lot like Tucker. It's starts with an H. Is his last name?
Hannity.
Hannity. Yeah, I think he's going to end up taking. He's going to take over Tucker's spot because Hannity's actually pretty good. He's not as boisterous as Tucker, but I think Fox will be fine because Hannity's just as good. And then there's that girl. I can't remember her name.
Is it a girl or a woman? Jesus Christ, you motherfucker.
It's a female.
Uh-huh.
Biological female.
Uh-huh.
I can't remember her name. But she's actually really good as well. I think Fox is going to be fine. The problem is CNN, I don't, with the exception of Don Lemon, I don't know anybody over there. But I also don't.
Are you ready?
I don't think we're missing anything from half the people that are over there, honestly.
No, the problem is, like we were saying, it's all clickbait. It's all bullshit. And it's literally talking points and talking heads. And you can actually get the real news everywhere else. Nobody needs to watch these shows in the first place.
Well, nobody needs to watch the news because they get their news off the internet already.
Yeah, exactly.
They get their news off the internet already.
Very much.
I think it's break time. What y'all think?
Yeah, it's about that time.
I mean, it's Mondays. We typically don't take breaks, but
it's because
I
I'm
think
here.
I knew you was going to say that. I think I knew you was going to say that.
I mean, we can.
I think I knew you was going to say that.
I mean, we can. I got music for tonight.
Go.
We can take a quick break.
I gotta tell you guys.
Jeffrey, you weren't here Saturday night.
No, it was not.
I'm sure I'll be forced to take a second break, so I'll do it in the second break. No, I'll do it now. Our boy Matt James, lead singer of Blacktop Mojo, put out a solo song. And it dropped last week. Yeah. And I really liked it. I think Tony said he liked it. It wasn't. It's different. It's got a more of a country sound to it. It's a little bit slower than what we normally play on here. But go ahead and check out Matt James on YouTube, and you can also check out his band Blacktop Mojo on all social media and on YouTube and everywhere you listen to music at Blacktop Mojo. Go show the guys some love. They are currently, as they've been posting about today, working on Mojo 5, their newest album.
Nice.
Which is going to probably be awesome. So we'll be back here in just a few minutes. Enjoy a little Matt James solo action. That was bad.
Broken picture frames from all our yesterdays spread out on the floor, a movie I can't watch no more. Happy I stayed through, a man that once used to breathe the sun, but now no one is here. I keep tearing up these photographs, 'cause it's the only thing that I am that keeps me from moving on. That memory's way too strong, so I keep drinking through the pain, trying to numb it like Novocaine. But this hurt is still not gone. Your memory's way too strong. Snapshots of what was once called love. We're hanging on the walls, but pieces of them all were floating around because I keep tearing up these photographs, 'cause it's the only thing that I am that keeps me from moving on. That memory's way too strong, so I keep drinking through the pain, trying to numb it like Novocaine. But this hurt is still not gone. Your memory's way too strong. I keep tearing out these photographs, 'cause it's the only thing that I am that keeps me from moving on. That memory's way too strong, so I keep drinking through the pain, trying to numb it like Novocaine. This hurt is still not gone. Your memory's way too strong.
I'll see you later. Bye.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Hopefully you enjoy the show so far tonight. Give it a little conversation. Just back after a little hiatus, even though I told him he was fired and I was replacing him with a chimp.
Yeah, well, I'm like a fungus. I always come back. I'm kind of like herpes.
I was gonna say you're kind of like herpes or fucking gonorrhea.
You don't
Just when you think you got it beat, yep, and we got another flare up, another Jeff flare up.
You learn that. You learn that after 20 plus years. You learn
I
that.
still think Bingo Bonga, the chimp, will be a much better co-host.
Give him a shot.
You guys said he suffered from slight brain damage. So it's basically Jeff, unevolved Jeff.
Not the cigarettes.
Oh no, he smokes. He smokes like a pack a day. He'll smoke like a pack an episode, and he drinks like a sailor. So
a win for you. Oh, so I sent you that picture of the beer yesterday. That beer was the worst tasting beer I've ever had.
Mm. What was it called?
It was a like in-house beer,
Mm.
but it literally tasted like oranges, but
Oh,
not
cool.
in a good way. It had like an orange aftertaste.
Yeah.
I mean, I
The
drank
orange and beer really don't mix, honestly.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't get me wrong, I
there's,
drank the whole fucking thing because it's free beer. But
Blue Moon or one of them make a summer beer that's got like a citrusy flavor to it, and it's pretty good.
this
It's
this
nice
literally
and
tastes
light
like
and
somebody
flavory.
somebody took beer and then squeezed an orange into it.
Yeah, but
Okay, I take that back. I have had that before. I
gross.
wasn't high favor of it, but I have had that before. That's a lot of acid.
Yeah.
But welcome back to the show, guys. We are Nonsensical Nonsense. We got Jeff in the building for a rare Monday appearance. Tony D's hanging out with us like we always do on Mondays. And of course, you know me, I'm Glick. If you're not already, go ahead and check us out on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and the Tiki-Tacky. Don't forget to come hang out with us live, get in the chatter's box, shoot the shit with us Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays at 6 p.m. on YouTube and Twitch. You can find us live. And if you can't join us live, don't worry, baby birdies, because we're going to feed you. You can listen to us anytime, any place on Spotify and everywhere you listen to podcasts at, all at Nonsensical Nonsense. You know the routine. Give us a follow, give us a like, and if you'd be so kind, give us a share. And don't forget, while you're watching the live, you can share the live and let your friends and family know that, hey, these guys aren't so bad.
They're not
Despite
so
what
good.
others may say. Anywho, speaking of beer,
Yeah.
and speaking of people getting fired,
Yes.
Anheuser-Busch and Bud Light is clean in house, baby.
Yeah.
They are firing motherfuckers left and right. They just had two more.
Technically, it's leaving of absence, but with
They-
the possibility coming.
They just got rid of two more people today. But we were speaking about ratings and stuff like that when we were talking about Tucker Carlson and Don Lemon, the firings from Fox News and CNN. I mean, obviously the two biggest stars they have on each respective network. But they got rid of them. They fired them because of comments and shit that they've made and dumb decisions in life. Well, seems to be the same case with Anheuser-Busch and Bud Light right now.
$6 billion.
They're cleaning house. They're firing a lot of people. They're getting rid of a lot of people. I know a lot of people are up and got their panties in a twist about this whole Bud Light thing. Now, Bud Light did not actually release these cans with this cosplay girl on them. It's a fake girl. It's a dude. He's a professional actor. He's a professional actor, singer.
This technician was good.
Professional attention whore. Let's call him what he is. They just sent him cans with his.
They sent him a can with his face on it.
Yeah,
but
they did go into a
paid
partnership
him to do marketing.
But outside of everybody getting fired, Bud Light sales are just plummeting.
$6 billion in losses from my last check.
It says Bud Light sales are, this is from the New York Post, that Bud Light sales decline. Proof brand needs to know their audience before going woke.
100%.
Because
most people that drink Bud Light are not woke.
Right? Let me see. There was
Stevie Wonder, what's up?
Stevie Wonder, Sadie, how y'all doing?
What's going on, Chris Technician? What up, motherfucker?
80. Did somebody put out the maple syrup signal?
I was getting on her ass for
Wow.
She was like, look at this damn maple syrup. Really?
I literally just bought some maple syrup, so maybe that was it. She sensed it. She's like, Jeff bought some maple syrup.
What the hell is it? I literally had an article, maybe it's this one, that had the numbers in it.
Last I heard I heard 5, then I heard up to 6 billion.
Well, it's not the number, it's not the money, it's the stock. But
stocks dropped.
So the report for the week ending in April 8th,
right,
they were down like 11% in sales in dollars. The report ending on the 15th last week And this
And
is
the
the
stock drop.
article that came out today, and I lost it. God damn it! But they were down 21.8% in stocks and dollars.
Yeah. They
But
went. Wait a minute, that can't be right. Last month. Their lowest they got was 63 cents a share, $63 a share. The highest they've ever had.
Here we go. Now I got it.
Okay.
The week ending for April 15th, it was down 21% in that week. The week
Their
before,
highest ever the stock was $131 a share. Now it's down to $63 a share.
nobody understands anything. What are you?
Are you allowed to eat 1,000?
I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know what.
Oh, he's switching. He's switching to his phone.
Can we get 1,000 V-Bucks for cash?
What?
Switching over to your phone there, Tony.
Yeah.
What?
If we could get 1,000 V-Bucks.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, we're not buying V-Bucks. Don't even
Yeah,
try.
you want to talk about a waste of money? Holy shit!
Crackhead. It was 11% drop in volume. I don't care about the stock price and all that, Jeff. We're just talking
Right.
about the drops. 11% drop in volume. Busch Light has suffered during the week of April 8th, and now it's up to 21%. According to April 23rd report from Insights Express, a beer-focused newsletter. Right now, this is an extremely difficult scenario for Anheuser-Busch, the Bud Light brand, and AB distributors. The Mulvaney campaign has unleashed a torrent of negative publicity for Anheuser-Busch, which announced Friday and over the weekend that the marketing executives responsible for this, Alyssa Heinerschaud and Daniel Blake, are taking leaves of absence.
Yeah. Good reason.
Meanwhile, Bud Light's competitors are cashing in on the mess. Bud Light lost 6.7% of market share last week, while Coors Light and Miller Lite, ladies and gentlemen, the preferred beer of Glick, Nonsensical Nonsense, Miller Lite. If you need a spokesperson, I have you because I drink a lot of your product, and I have.
You are like the epitome of their market.
And I would like to say that I'm proud of you, Miller Lite, and your beer is delicious. And go ahead and hit your boy up. And I will be clipping this soundbite and then tagging Miller Lite on Twitter. If you want to put anybody on a can of beer, put this guy on a can of beer.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Miller Lite, I implore you, put Nonsensical Nonsense. Not just click.
Yeah, Nonsensical Nonsense in my face.
No, oh good God, no. Our logo, yes. His face, please don't.
Please send me just one can with my face on it. That's all I need to just.
It's gonna be. You're gonna attach it to a fucking belt. I just know it.
No, I'm gonna put it on a chain. I'm gonna put it on a necklace.
But
But you guys will never hear the end of it. But yeah, Coors Light and Miller Lite are up 18% according to the newsletter. A week earlier, Coors Light market share went up 10%, over 10.5%, and 11.5% for Miller Lite. So in like 2 weeks, I mean, basically they're up like almost 30% in sales.
Damn it. You know, I play the stock market a lot, and I didn't even think to buy beer stock, which is like a huge oversight on my point.
Well, I mean,
I'm so
I love that now all this goofy ass wokeness and silly shit is coming back and biting people in the ass, especially with this Dylan Mulvaney situation, because this guy and Sadie, I think you're here, and I don't know how many other ladies might still be here. I know if Helen was in the comments, she'd be chiming right in with me.
Oh, yeah.
He's made a mockery of being a woman.
100%.
He's turned it into a fucking joke.
Yeah.
And he has become this dude, let's call a spade,
yes,
is the face of womanhood or girlhood or whatever the fuck it is right now.
which is fucking retarded.
Which, ladies, y'all can be vicious when you want to be. How have we not burned this doofus at the stake, ladies?
I agree. Where's all the fucking feminists?
The feminists or the stupid feminists, or most of them are on his side. Have you seen?
Which is what makes my head explode.
And half the feminists that are on these fucking panels and shit are dudes.
Yes, thank you. You saw the video too, didn't you?
Yeah.
You saw the video. I literally wanted to throw my phone across the room. I was like, because they were arguing about the trans people in sports, and the only biological female sticking up for them was a woman in a wheelchair that had no legs.
Yeah, who was not a quote unquote feminist.
Right.
Yeah, and half the panel of feminists were dudes.
The white-haired one, that is a full-on fucking dude.
Yeah.
You saw the same video I did, thank God.
Oh no, I've watched a lot of videos with that panel, and it's just like that's the new face. Men are the new face of feminine.
I'm gonna say something controversial. Apparently, men do everything better. Or apparently better women.
Ladies, I would like to lead the charge. Let's burn these sons of bitches at the stake.
I agree. I'm with you.
Rally behind me, women.
Yeah.
Tony's
I'm
like,
100%.
I will gather an army of like-minded women.
Well, in the past 3 years, 7 different magazines, Women of the Year has been dudes.
Yeah. I have no problem with the trans community. Obviously,
I don't either.
I'm in full support of the trans community. Do it.
And I'm sorry. Have you seen the video of Caitlyn Jenner playing golf with a bunch of these guys? Funniest thing I ever seen. She is busting everybody's balls just as much as they bust her lack of them.
Well, yeah, and the same thing. I mean, when Caitlyn Jenner first came out as trans and stuff like that, she was very sensitive. I mean, there's video clip that's been going around for years of her legitimately threatening Ben Shapiro.
That's actually not Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh, was it not Caitlyn Jenner?
It's not. No, it's not.
Well, either way,
it's a different woman. But yeah.
But I mean, either way. But him and her have had their back and forths and their fights and stuff like that.
Right.
But I stand corrected. You
talking about the woman that says if you don't stop that, you're gonna go home in an ambulance?
Yeah.
That's not Caitlyn.
Oh, okay. My bad.
I thought it was too when I first saw it, but that's not Caitlyn. Actually, the best representation of Caitlyn Jenner, you want to talk about down-to-earth person? The Cabin.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say.
I rewatched the whole season.
They were
Cabin
great.
Again.
But, Caitlyn Jenner was already, because of being a part, when Caitlyn was Bruce, when Caitlyn was Bruce, and I'm speaking in the past tense, he was already in the limelight.
Right.
He was already in the limelight because of the Kardashian family and all that stuff and being married. So obviously when he comes out,
he's got an Olympic gold medal.
I know, but when he comes out as being trans and goes through it's all going to be front page news. So now Caitlyn, now she's doing her thing. I mean, even Caitlyn has gone after
that Leah Thompson.
Well, and Dylan Mulvaney.
Yeah.
And called Dylan Mulvaney he.
Yeah. I laughed my ass off when I saw that.
So no, don't get it twisted in the trans community or the LGBTQ. I'm all about if it makes you happy and you're really struggling with these issues. Like I said, my brother
with an excellent comment.
They only make up 7% of the population. Hollywood freaks push an agenda. I don't talk about it or support anything they do with. So yeah, and that's all this is for Dylan Mulvaney and well, we've talked about Jeffrey Marsh and if anybody thinks that motherfucker's anything more than a child predator, then you're clearly on some
100%.
really good fucking drugs. But all this is an attention grab. For Dylan Mulvaney, and it's working. 100%. And he acts and he pretends like a little fucking 8-year-old little girl and calls it girlhood. I mean, his first video that he made. Yeah, the first video that he made with his journey into girlhood, day one of being a girl, I cried like 3 times for no reason. I bought a bunch of stuff I didn't need, and when somebody asked me if I was fine, I lied and told them I was. He's made a mockery of women.
Yeah.
And now he is a spokeswoman
For
of,
like 5 brands.
of several female products and women products.
And I'm sorry, including Tampax.
Yes.
Fuck.
So that type of shit I don't support. And all you fucking woke idiots that are on TikTok, I really wish one day like Morbius would show up and give you the red pill so you could like look in the mirror and go,
You know
I am
what?
fucking stupid.
Here's the thing. I truly think
Red
people
Red
have
was
blinders on to the point where they don't see the stupidity in front of them because they're too worried about being inclusive. Fuck being inclusive if you're promoting the dumbest shit I've ever seen, and I've seen and done some dumb shit.
Slow it down, Tony D.
Yeah, damn, Tony.
They spent them all.
But
Drag racing people.
yeah, no, it's one of those things. It's just like, all right, stop. Enough is enough. You know, and everybody wants to talk about equality and exclusiveness when all you're doing, and I'll continue to say this, all you're doing is creating division and separation because that's what you want. You want segregation. Mackie D's in the house.
Yeah.
You want segregation. There have been people in our history of America, men or not men, but women and black men and women who have fought for years for equality, and these woke idiots are totally putting everything that they fought for, they threw it into reverse and said nope.
Yeah, they fully pulled the e-brake. There was on a college campus, there was a inclusion center, and this woman comes in and says, "Can the white people please leave?"
Uh-huh.
How is that inclusion?
Well, there's a TikTok, and I need to find it so I can stitch it. But this little Asian thing, I don't know if it's a dude.
I've seen that.
And she was like, before you bring your token white friend around your friends, you have to ask them if it's okay if you bring your white friend because I might not be in the mood for white
shenanigans.
And I'm like, I want to stitch it. I want to stitch it and be like, if you have the token stupid friend, before you bring them, you should ask the rest of your friends because I might not be in the mood for stupid shenanigans that day. I'm going to hurt their feelings.
The problem with that, if you and this is how I judge that. Now, I've been accused of being the racist person on the show.
Well, you are.
I am.
It's not an accusation if it's true.
Yes, I am the world's worst racist. But at the end of the day, I'm fucking Hitler. But at the end of the day,
don't bring up Hitler. I did that last week, and Tony lost it.
but here's my thing: if you change the race, if from white to any other race, it's automatically racist. So if I said before you bring your black friend around, make sure you ask your white friends if it's okay for a black guy to come around. That would be racist. Am I correct?
Duh.
Yeah. So how is it not racist to say
said
that
the racist guy on the show?
Right. Exactly. Stand by what I said.
No,
I'm just saying. It comes down to. There was a time where we had areas where certain people couldn't go because they were of a certain color. And basically all these fucking idiots can't read history because reading is apparently racist, and they want to go back to that. History repeats itself. If you ignore history, it is doomed to repeat itself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's happening. And pretty soon, Chris, you're going to have to move down here with me because that's where all the people with brains will be.
No.
Because seriously,
I recommend.
I'm sorry, but America, the United States, is becoming full of dumb people.
It's not just America though; it's all over the world, dude. Watch, just scroll and watch. It's literally all over the world.
I agree, it is all over the world. But the whole be a trans person and try to walk into a bathroom, a female bathroom in Mexico. It ain't gonna happen.
There's this dude there's this dude on TikTok, and I'm only putting his
Chris,
name out
you
there.
can't get your news from TikTok.
I'm only putting his no, it's not news. I'm only putting his name out there because I would like for you guys to go see this asshole. His name is Tara versus TW.
Okay.
This motherfucker is making TikTok videos threatening men, women, and children's lives because apparently he is a trans woman or whatever, and he has been threatening
Tara versus
people's
what?
lives on TikTok, and the videos are still up there, talking about try to stop me, and he like when he wants to make his cute little videos, he's like,
try to stop me from walking into a bathroom.
But then he'll make his videos threatening people. He'll be like, try to stop me from going into the women's restroom. There ain't nobody's going to stop me. And just so you know, in my state where I live, I think it's Kansas, I carry a gun. And if you threaten me and it's imminent threat, I can put you down, and I will put you down. And it's like, first and foremost, that's not how the law works, dummy.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're in a state
all,
that a lot of people carry guns.
Everybody carry guns.
So my mindset is much like my man Timothy Oliphant in Justified. He told him flat out, this sidearm, it's meant to kill. I only draw it if I kill. If I'm going to kill you or kill something. Can you outdraw me?
Yeah, at the end of the day, I did see that video. I have seen the video. I've seen a bunch of people stitch it. I haven't seen the actual video, but I've seen people stitch it, and they're all saying the same thing. I don't care what fucking bathroom you use. However, if my daughter's in that bathroom, you ain't gonna make it out of said bathroom.
I don't care if you're a trans and you want to use the women's restroom or the men's restroom or whatever. But at the same time, the old saying is, if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it must be a duck. And bro, you're a duck. Because you're a dude. I mean, I got long hair. I can brush it to the side.
Yeah.
And I'm a woman.
I believe you.
Chef Tony, I'm Glick and I'm now a woman. That's how easy it is these days.
Hey, that bodybuilder, that dude had a bigger beard than you.
Mm-hmm. But no, it's funny that the most exclusive and non-violent side
is the most violent.
Is one of the most violent sides. I mean, Riley Gaines was at a college last week or the week before.
That chick got death threats.
Speaking out about what happened to her and the other women in the swimming world, and they fucking attacked her. Mm-hmm. A trans man, a man who claimed to be a woman, attacked her. They attacked her. She had to barricade herself in that classroom for hours, and they demanded a ransom on her for her to get out safely. Now, me and my mindset, if I'm the cops, we're going in cracking skulls.
Bet. I'm right behind you, too.
And I don't care if that's a woman, a child, another man, a black person, an Asian person, a trans person, or whatever. You are threatening. You've already assaulted this girl.
To hurt a person's life, period.
You've already assaulted.
You're automatically a scumbag.
Why is that little heathen in the house?
All right, God, they were playing Fortnite and they were playing hide and seek.
Why are you in the house?
Because they were in here playing.
They had
You're in trouble.
You had to have said yes.
Yeah, I said I didn't care because they were going to play Fortnite.
Well, the living room was fucking crap.
You're in trouble.
I'm not.
Heathen.
Yeah, this little kid that Cash hangs out with. But no, I mean, any person that this happened to, they already assaulted, and I'm speaking about. They already physically assaulted her. She was locked in a room to get to safety. They were saying they were not going to let her out, and if she came out, there was going to be more violence, and they wanted a ransom for her safety. So, in my opinion, you go in and start cracking skulls. And then when they got in there, the police were escorting her out. They were still yelling and screaming and trying to assault her. They were shoving and pushing the cops and everything else. Like, on what planet? Now, if it was roles reversed and there was a trans person in there speaking about trans rights and trans equality, and a
bunch of hillbillies went after her.
quote
Those
unquote
hillbillies are big hillbillies.
cisgender went after said trans person, trans man or trans woman, that
person would be in jail
and put hands on them, it would be the end of the world.
Mm-hmm.
So don't claim to be something that you're not when you are the not all transgenders and not all LGBTQ, because a lot of them do have sense, and there are a lot of people out there making videos like, this is not my community. Do not
right.
not let them fool you.
I'm all for somebody being whatever the fuck they want. Once again, I hold the one standard. As long as they ain't hurting you, hurting me, or hurting anybody else, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But once you start fucking around, you're gonna find out.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what's gonna happen. That's
right back.
The tragedy to this all is something's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna fuck around, and somebody else is gonna be like, okay, it's time to find out, and that's gonna be that person will be the bad guy. And it's ridiculous that it's come to this. Tony, where are you? Oh, he's back home. He went to go get a drink. But it's ridiculous how it's annoying is what it is. Is, just because you are the what's it called? Help me out, Tony. What's it called? The new, would you call it the new minority?
What is the new minority? The LGBT community?
Yeah. Just because you're the new minority doesn't mean you get away with everything.
They are new to civil liberties. They are new to the economy. And I'm going to say that it's probably the most controversial statement. And the more attention they draw, the more money they generate.
And I get that. But what we were talking about is the swimmer that tied Leah Thomas, and they gave the trophy to Leah, was talking in a school, and the fucking trans community rioted, locked her in a room, and held a ransom for her to get out. And what we were saying is if you reverse the roles, if that was a trans person talking and a bunch of straight folks fucking assaulted her or assaulted them and put them in the room and held a ransom, it would be first fucking news.
It would.
And what I was saying was like, just because you're the new minority doesn't mean you get to be an asshole.
Agreed.
And what's going to happen is one of these fucking idiots. And I'm not saying all LGBTQ are idiots. I'm saying these idiots that are acting a fool, somebody's going to fuck around and find out and get hurt, and they'll be front page news, and it'll be the person that.
This is what I don't think a lot of people see, Jeff, and I apologize for cutting you off.
No, sorry. I was vamping until Chris got back.
Oppressed societies and civilizations are getting their revenge. That's what I see. Now, the ones who did the oppressing are the ones they originally after. Everybody else needs to stop antagonizing. Let them handle their business. We can get back to regular shit. I don't think anybody sees that yet.
No, but
well, I'm going to start acting up because my people were oppressed for years.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Is like,
and some of them are still being
assaulted. Some of the people they assaulted. This woman was talking about transgenders in sports, and she worked for 20 plus years to be top of her league in swimming, and a dude went 2 years on the men's team, sucked ass, and then went on the women's team and started dominating.
And then in a matter of a couple months,
we already had that conversation. I'm already past that. I'm looking at everything.
No,
else.
I get that, but the same girl that lost to him, and I'll say him because I call bullshit. Was talking to school about the fact that this is fucked up, that women's sports are up going to go the way that dodo.
Well, she's suing that school.
I don't blame her
because it was an ambush. I guess it was an ambush type.
She was set up.
Yeah, like a setup type deal. But she's suing that school. No, there's a difference when you say people who are oppressed are now getting their revenge, that makes it sound really bad, first and foremost, because
the oppressors, yes.
Well,
No,
Tony D, because you can look back in history and people have been quote unquote oppressed for years, centuries.
I've been oppressed.
I come from Jewish and Indian heritage.
Mm-hmm.
The Jews were enslaved in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
By who, Tony D?
Egyptians.
Which are
African.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, go figure.
The Jews were also killed. Millions of them were killed by some crazy douchebag who told the world what he was going to do. And the world's like, no, you're not, you crazy fuck. It's 2023.
Crazy German
people in this fucking country are still being oppressed.
Right. And just because you went from being a man to a woman does not make you oppressed. I'm sorry.
So to say like, oh, we're just getting revenge, that's just
how is that oppression?
Really
how is that oppression? I'm curious.
Because I could just go out and start.
Are you drinking my Mountain Dew?
I had one.
I did it. It was all me.
Or was you not the children?
Oh yeah, no. Another beer, please. Will you bring me a beer, please?
And my sandwich.
Your cock meat sandwich. So and it's not even about oppression. It's just people making themselves to be the victim for no fucking reason.
It's become.
Go live your life.
It's become.
We all have the same opportunities
mainstream to be the
in
victim.
This country. And some people have more opportunities than others. And so, hey, spoiler alert, it's not white folks who have all the privilege and all the opportunities.
Yeah. Theo Vaughn said it best. I missed out on that white privilege. Theo Vaughn said it best. I missed white privilege. I missed out on that.
Unfortunately, in history, and even American history is fucking ugly.
Oh, it's terrible.
But you can't keep living in the past. If you want to heal, and you can dumb it down to something as simple as relationships between the three of us that we've had. If you want to heal as a person or as a society, you have to let go of the past. You have to learn from it and move on.
Yeah.
But in today's society, all we're doing is repeating history. Tony D, your people fought for years and years and years to get equality.
And we're still fighting.
And you know what? And there's a large majority of them that are now pushing for segregation and separation.
I know.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of.
Why?
So because we're going back. So wait, hold on. So Tony, what you're saying is you're saying if white folks and black folks have different areas, you'd be okay with that.
I didn't say that. I just asked why.
Doesn't that go against everything that like people like Rosa Parks and Malcolm X and Martin Luther King and a whole mess of
equality? Has it come through entirely yet?
You're on this podcast. That counts.
This is one aspect.
No, okay. No, but what opportunity do you not have, Tony? And I'm not picking on you. I'm just curious.
I couldn't go to an all-white college.
I couldn't either.
You go to what?
There's no such thing as an all-white college, but there's an all-black college.
Yes, there are.
That's what I just said.
What is it? There are all-white colleges.
Where? Which one? Name one.
Schools that you can't get into based on. Okay. Now that I finished,
I'm kind of curious too.
I'm curious that you kind of threw me for a loop.
Yeah, you kind of threw me for a loop because on every college application, if you put in that you're a different ethnicity other than white, there's a whole slew of benefits and money and financial aid and everything else you can get.
You do know white people get those same benefits at black colleges, right?
Really? Oh, I'm signing
How many
up for
white
black
people are? I'm curious. I'm curious because I don't know. When I hear all black college, I'm thinking all black college. And this isn't a slide or anything else. This is an honest to goodness question.
Tony D's
when you were at Tuskegee, how many white people were there?
Quite a few.
Really?
What would you say percentage-wise?
No. I don't know honestly, but the vet
Okay,
school,
Like a rough estimate.
the
and
vet
it's your
school,
opinion.
the vet school was predominantly white. There were white students, there were white teachers. It was a historically black collegiate university. They had predominantly white institutions, which will be your major schools, NCAA, professional sports, all that
Well,
shit.
yeah,
Those
back
are
in the
majority
day.
white schools. Those are
Not
majority
now.
white schools. Your HBCUs were your historically black colleges and universities.
Mhm.
When you go to a lot of these majority white schools, look at what the black students go up against. I'll use Missouri schools as an example in the story, because they actually had a story about 10, 15 years ago of black college football players who wouldn't be allowed into a party because they were black.
At black
I
college.
can't go to it.
No, it was at a white Missouri college. There are predominantly white
Yeah, but that's
institutions
like one example.
that
It's
have
not like
problems.
it's
You
not
will
like
bring the black students in just to fill a quota. They will not be treated equally.
right. The affirmative action thing, right? That I mean, I kind of see affirmative action as mildly racist. Wouldn't you say?
They covered
Or
that.
am I
They
completely
covered that
off
on a different world. If you ever watched the TV show A Different World, they talked about it there.
Oh my God, I haven't seen A Different World in forever.
Mhm.
But when it comes to affirmative action,
let me help you out. Look at the
if I-
Rooney Rule when they hire black coach, when they hire football coaches.
Shout out to Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, they created the Rooney Rule.
Mhm.
They're the ones that created that
And
rule.
it's a damn shame that they had to do it, isn't it?
That Rooney. Well, I'm not saying it's not, but I mean, shout
explain
out
the
to the
Rooney
Steelers
Rule to me.
because the
I don't know.
Rooney family who owned the Pittsburgh Steelers were the ones that put that in place.
And they were making a big move to do it. The Rooney Rule, Jeff, they were hiring so many white NFL coaches. The black NFL coaches didn't even stand a chance as a head coach.
Okay.
They were great as coordinators. They were great as just coordinators.
Special teams.
Yes, special teams. But they would never get the head coaching job. How many black NFL head coaches have there been compared to white NFL head coaches? I had this conversation with Coachy last year.
No idea. I couldn't name a single coach.
Black coach.
I can think of one right off the top of my head that's actually been a really good coach.
You can't name a single coach. Do you remember even seeing a black head coach?
Yeah, Coach Carter. Yeah, guys.
This is why I tell you,
you walked into that. You cannot talk sports with him. You know he's going to revert back.
Movies. I mean,
and it wasn't so much.
Washington was a coach that.
And it wasn't so much that you had to hire.
That's one of the best fucking movies ever.
And it wasn't so much that you had to hire a coach of color. You had to interview X amount. You had to give them a shot.
Right.
They weren't even giving them a shot. They weren't even
no, that's what I'm saying. And that's what the Rooney Rule is. You have to give them the opportunity. And I agree 100%, Tony. It's fucked up because, I mean, now Tomlin has had a great career as a head coach.
Tomlin's had an outstanding career as a head coach. Tony Dungy has had an outstanding career.
Tony Dungy had it. I think he's in the Hall of Fame. If not,
Art Shell was okay.
Who?
But he played for Art Shell. But he coached for his old team.
Yeah.
Romeo Cornell is not having a decent time.
Romeo Cornell, terrible head coach.
Great defensive coordinator.
Fucking defensive genius. And I only speak because, Tony, this goes back to us putting our fandom ahead of
Lovie Smith. Got to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Lovie Smith was a great head coach.
Somebody else I'm fucking forgetting.
But, Romeo Cornell, I kind of speak as a fan here of the Cleveland Browns. He was a fucking shitbag head coach, but we had him as a defensive coordinator.
And he was coordinator. You're probably going to the Super Bowl.
He was sick as a defensive coordinator. Unfortunately, the Browns were just fucking dog shit when he was our defensive coordinator.
But my thing is this.
But even when he left the Browns as a head coach and had other opportunities, he was never a very good head coach.
He doesn't have a good record as a head coach.
My thing
Herm Edwards.
is job. And I'm not talking about jobs in general. You hire as many people as you can, and you give the job to the best person. Not because of the color of skin or the way they act.
It has actually been documented that they are being racist in their choices. It's documented. Everybody knows it.
How can you be racist?
They've done plenty of interviews.
If the person that got the job has the career background in the whole 9 yards.
They have had interviews with people who like it's so clear they don't want to hire black coaches. It's so
Well,
clear.
I'll give you guys.
I'm not talking about sports. I'm talking about jobs in general.
Jobs in general, they're supposed to hire the best person. Yes, but you also have to have somebody who will represent the company at its best professionally, not just by being themselves. This is where a lot of the disparaging comes in my opinion.
I will give you guys a personal experience on this.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff, you and I both went to the Career Center.
Yeah.
You remember the engineering drafting teacher, black gentleman? He was awesome.
Yeah.
Great teacher.
Nice
He
guy.
was a great guy. You know who was also up for that job?
Who?
Joe.
Oh, no shit.
You know why she didn't get the job? And she was way more experienced, had way more knowledge, and had been in the game way longer than that guy. There's probably two reasons why she didn't get the job. But one, we had no black teachers.
That's true.
So she didn't get the job because they had to fulfill the quota. So they passed her up to fulfill the quota.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
That guy because that guy was awesome.
That guy was a nice guy. I did something fucked up to one of his textbooks. You remember the dude? One of the guys in his class brought my textbook. I drilled a hole in it because he's like, "Do it. It's the last day of school," and I got in trouble for it. But he was cool. He's like, "I get it. It was the last day of school prank, but you got to pay for the book." I was like, "All right, whatever."
But Joanne, who was more qualified for the job, and for those of you guys who don't know, Joe's my stepmom, who was more qualified for the job, had more experience, had more knowledge. She was passed up because of a quota. Now, is it right? Is it wrong? I think it's a damn shame that is something that we.
But if that's the only reason he was hired, that's fucked up. But if he would have been more qualified than Joe, which it sounds like he was not, but he was a great teacher from my understanding. But
Jeeves said when he lived in Singapore,
I've never heard this story.
It was Chinese dominated in school.
Thank you, Jeeves.
Chinese kids more than I.
Thank you, Jeeves. I've never heard that shit. We think it's just going on here in the United States.
Well, and that's what I tried to tell Jeff earlier when you were on here.
It's the same thing here. I can't get a job here.
It's not just America. I mean, this shit's going on everywhere. I think in England, which is still kind of blows my mind. And again, Helen might be able to speak.
I think it's still kind of fucked up over there in England too.
Yeah, it really because they still call black people Moors.
Yeah, they do.
Over there.
It's kind of like the N-word.
Oh, Mark. If Mark was here or Helen was here, they could probably speak on it a little bit.
No, but it's like here
and I can, but I'm just going off of what you see on videos and when you're watching like crazy shit going down and you'll hear them start just throwing that out there. But yeah, it's like the N-word over here, Tony D.
In all seriousness, here I can barely get a job here because I'm white.
Well, you're the minority down there.
I'm 100% minority down there.
You're the minority down there.
But like I've literally gone and been way more qualified than 90% of the people there, but I don't get the job. Like seriously, Home Depot told me I couldn't work there.
How good are you with the language?
When it comes to tools and parts and stuff?
No, with the community.
With the community, I talk with everybody.
How good are you with the language and the slang?
I'm 90%. Slang, I'm better.
Okay.
I can speak 90% almost perfect Spanish.
And I'm looking at when people hire you, people don't realize this too. When they hire you, they're also looking at your coexistence with the demographic locally.
Right.
I did a research paper on my job when I was in Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go ahead and say this too. It is written on more than one job. And I didn't realize this at first. They have to hire a certain number of people in the region.
Yeah.
They
yeah. Oh yeah. Within like it's a certain amount of distance.
The region. Now we're not talking about just a couple of square miles. I said the fucking region. We're talking 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 miles out. You have to hire those folks. I learned that about a couple of jobs out here where I'm at. I said, oh, now I see what's going on. So that quota shit is real. It's legal, and that's why you
the quota is the same thing here. Like if I started
whether you're qualified or not, they have to meet that percentage as a deal for the job to be there.
Well, even if I open a business here and I wanted you two to hire me, I have to hire 20 people from Cancun that were born and raised in Cancun
before you can hire either one of us. Yes.
Yeah.
That's real shit. That's real shit.
Unless I make you part owner, which I'll never do.
No. We're only part owner if you get a sports team down there. We got that part. No, we got that part.
100%. You guys are fucking head right there. I'm done. Unfortunately, Chris,
I know Glick's going to scout
Tony
better
has
than
to
me.
be head coach because he's black.
Yeah, Tony's like, Glick's the numbers guy. I know he's going to scout.
You don't want me in charge. Well, you know what? I would be head coach. I would do it.
I would be.
I think Tony and I would be awesome.
I would put you guys in charge.
Co-head coaches together.
We are tanking in 5 years. We're going to let you know now because nobody's going to like the shit we do.
That's fine.
No, I'm not taking on purpose, but I mean, we're probably going to be 0-16 the first year.
Well, obviously, because we don't like, especially.
Mainly because Tony and I are going to argue with each other a lot.
Yeah. No, we're not. The crazy part is we're not. It's going to be so ridiculous with the head button because of how much we go. And he and I do take the game serious. We will. It
cost me millions of dollars in beer, by the way.
We would do that shit. You never get rich.
Salary and beer.
If you ever get rich, I'm going to deal with you. If you make your money back, we did our job.
Exactly.
We'll turn it into a winning franchise eventually.
Right. And I have no doubt about that. Like, my thing is, like, I mean, it's far off, but
we will be so legit in the shit we're doing. We're going to drive people nuts.
There's a baseball team here called the Tigres. They're Tigers. I can buy the Tigers. I think it's like $12 million. Now, I don't have $12 million. But if I were to buy the Tigers, you guys would be my first fucking call.
What kind of team is it? What kind of sport?
It's baseball.
I got this, Tony.
But once again, there is no American football team down here unless it's college.
We're head coaches. I'll handle baseball. You handle basketball.
Baseball is huge down there.
Yeah, baseball is huge in the Hispanic and Latin.
We got a fucking amazing team.
Mm-hmm.
But and I've yet to be at a game. But like if I bought a soccer team, I wouldn't fucking call you guys.
Why not? Did you not watch Ted Lasso?
I fucking love Ted Lasso, but I'm sorry, Ted Lasso is not. Well, it's actually.
I have no idea what to do with soccer. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Right,
kick the fucking ball in the goal, you jackass.
That would be me standing from the street, standing from the owner's box, going, kick the goal.
If you buy a soccer team, I want 3 big ass English soccer goons on our team.
Oh, 100%.
Vinny Jones.
Day one, I'm calling Vinny Jones like new head coach, brother. Because
that's a savage motherfucker. That's a savage motherfucker. You hear me?
Vinny Jones still to this day has a record. He has a record of the fastest being kicked out of a soccer match ever.
Yeah, Vinny Jones is a former soccer player.
He figured out he can run, and by the time the whistle's blown, be within inches of tackling somebody. Fair game kind of deal. But he's going so fast at that point, he's at full speed, and the dude that he's going.
You know what? When I played flag, we had a special teams practice one day. People think this is funny. If they flag is weak, let me tell you something. We did special teams for an hour, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's the first thing I worked on. Once that ball was kicked, could I get to the the receiver before the ball did? I worked on that.
No, but
that is fun. I would do special teams so quick. The minute that ball's there, I'm gone. I'm just running for that.
If I were to buy the Tigres for $12 million, I would call you guys because you may not be experts in baseball, but you understand it more than I do.
Well,
I'd at least have you guys in on the hiring practice of the head coach or whoever.
I mean, I baseball. I know a lot more about baseball than I lead on because a lot of people don't care about baseball. Let's be honest.
The older folks. Remember Central America, South America, and the Caribbean? Oh, they give a shit about baseball.
Oh, yeah.
Well, but
they give a shit about baseball.
I watch and I'm a sports guy. I love sports. I don't like soccer. I'll football, basketball, hockey, and
I can buy the professional basketball team down here for $8 million.
Yeah. Tony goes off of his gut. I'm more of a numbers guy, and that's where Tony and I would be.
Right, and I would have you in an office, Chris, which would drive you insane.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't stay in the office. I'd be.
But your office would be you aimlessly walk around, but you would have
aimlessly wander and be like, I don't know if you want us up there.
We're not politicians. I don't know if you're going to want us up there.
Well, yeah, we're not going to play the political
We're
game.
not
I
politicians.
don't want you to play the politics game. I want to fucking win.
Yeah, Jeff wants to win. Which we will win.
I'm going to
Give
find
us
you
a
some
couple
players.
years and we
I'm
would
going
win.
to
Exactly,
find
that's
you
what I want.
players. I will
That's
find
what
you
I would
players.
want.
I
I
would
would
do
want
that
the
easy.
players. I would
Who wants to
want
play
players
baseball? Who
because-
minds going to Mexico? How many? Well, matter of fact, I'm going to probably go down there.
But you know, like the basketball team here, they're called the Pioneers. The basketball team here, one of the guys that plays on the team, he's like one of my best friends. I go to the casino with him all the time, and it's hilarious. It's like me and Chris walking into a room because this dude is 6'9", and I'm 5'3", and we walk into the casino, and I'm like, "Hey, Forrest, you want to go play Caps? Okay."
Do you tell him to move his dick out of the way so you can look at him in his face?
Bet every time.
No, Jeff actually slides it back on his face. Just like,
What
hey,
you saying?
I do. This is bullshit. But Forrest, I kid you not, Forrest.
Jeff's like,
I go to the Pioneers games. I get free tickets to the Pioneers games all the time because Forrest is like, "Hey, do you want to come to the game?" And I'm like, I guess, you know. And I watch the guys play, and it's a good team. I think they won like 12 out of 15 games last year or something like that. But if I were to buy the team, I would hire you fuckers to start scouting or come in and help me run the day-to-day bullshit that I don't know how to do.
The day-to-day bullshit, you probably have to figure out. Now, I'm not saying we won't.
Well, no, I'm not like when it comes down to, is this head coach worth a damn or should I get a new one? I would go to you guys
make
first.
us your head coaches.
Exactly, that's what I said. We got Coach Carter sitting right here.
Just
he didn't see it.
What are you talking about?
We got Coach Carter right here.
Fuck you.
Hey,
you little Brad Pitt
Sam
Moneyball
Jackson.
wannabe looking ass.
That would be my first call. Is I would call that dude that play Bean. His name's Billy Bean. I would call him and be like, I need the Moneyball strategy thing, because that's basically a true story.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't understand the kind of ignorance I'm working with, I want you to look at the title of this broadcast.
You just. I know, Tony. Don't worry.
But like
trust me, I've seen it.
I know it would be a good investment.
It was too late. I seen it. I got fat fingers and a small keyboard.
Yeah, I have that same issue. My keyboard's massive. It comes down to speed.
I don't care.
Yeah, see, you're starting to sweat like I do every time I spell something wrong.
Oh no, I don't care. I mean, because I can edit it and I can.
Yeah, exactly. No, but it's like I know buying the team would be a good investment.
It would be a good investment.
But I would not know how to run the team. I would just be like, hey, look, I'm the fucking owner. I don't know shit.
But would it be a good investment?
Yeah.
In the long run, for the future.
Think about it this way, Chris. You would never have to worry about buying beer because all these teams are sponsored by Tecate, which is
I don't drink gross Mexican beer.
Yeah, well, we could get.
Speaking of beer sponsors, if you're not drinking Miller Lite, fuck you.
I'm just saying, maybe we'll get Miller Lite to sponsor.
That's another soundbite I'll use when I tag them on Twitter.
But not only that, I could even just hire you guys to color commentate the game.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, we'll head coach and color commentate. Why does it got to be color commentate? Why can't we just commentate?
For the
glove. This is called color commentators.
Why can't we just commentate? Why can't we just kumite?
Kumite.
Come on, don't let me fall flat on my face. You guys got to understand the kumite reference.
I'm gonna let you fucking fall.
Come on, Tony.
I know the kumite.
You know the kumite.
I know the kumite.
Fuck you, Chung Lee, you bastard.
I know the kumite.
Still hate that man to this day.
Yes.
Had to stomp on my man's head. Why you stomp on my big bearded brother's head like that, man?
Because of the
look
shit
at Van Dam. Like,
I want you to learn from the last big bearded bastard that went to the kumite and what happened to him.
I'm going to the kumite. I'm whooping Chung Lee's ass. He's like 80 these days. He's still muscular as fuck, but I think I can take
Young. To my Bolo Young, that's a big motherfucker.
I think I can take his ass. Yeah, Chung Lee, I think is his actual name. I'll whoop his ass.
No, Bolo Young? No, you can't whip him.
I'll whoop him.
Nah.
I'll whoop him.
I once again, Maybe that's something I should buy down here.
I learned a
Start an
lesson from
MMA.
Van Damme. You blind me
It's
with
just
powder,
Chris fights.
right in your junk.
I got a better idea. I'm gonna buy an arena and put an MMA
First
ring in
rule,
there. Hire
first rule,
Chris.
Jeff, you're gonna break it. First rule, you're gonna break it.
What are you talking about?
First rule about Fight Club: we don't talk about Fight Club.
No. I'm gonna hire Chris, and it's gonna be like Glick fights kangaroo tonight. You know, sell thousands of tickets to watch Chris get his ass kicked by a kangaroo.
You just go buy an arena, Glick versus the world.
Yeah, that's what
That
I'm gonna call
kangaroo
it.
gonna get a lock on
Every
his
week,
ass. Them
every,
inside
like,
claws
3
gonna be
weeks.
right on his damn head. He gonna be stuck like a motherfucker.
every 3 weeks, once a
Looking like
month,
that damn
Chris
dog.
fights something that he thinks he can beat.
Glick versus the Animal Kingdom.
Yeah,
Put him in there with a grizzly
genius.
bear. Shut him the fuck up.
Shit, I never said I could fight a grizzly bear. I said I could fight a black bear. I am
Right,
not
exactly.
fighting a grizzly bear. They're 10 feet tall, 600 pounds.
We promote the fights here on the show.
2,500 pounds. 2,500.
We get rooms for all the people.
Either
who
way,
come
I
down
never
to
said
see
I
the
was going to fight a grizzly bear, Tony D. I said a
Oh, don't
black
get
bear.
scared now, you little bitch.
I said a black bear. I made it very clear I will fight a black bear.
I'm sorry. You've heard the Burt Kreischer story in the bear. It's not going to
Marshmallow, marshmallow.
You are done, son. I'm not fighting no bear. I'll build a fight an alligator.
We promote it here on the show.
A black bear and I
then
are
Chris
roughly
flies
around the
down
same
for the
size.
night. Chris flies down for the night, does the fight, and tourism will.
Nikki's looking at me like I'm
explode in
crazy.
Cancun for that week.
Did you not know that
Nikki's
black
trying to
bears
make
are
sure you come home at night. If you go fight a bear, she better go find somebody else.
Black bears are on my list.
Yes, I know.
They're like 6'5"
And
at
we'll
the
pay
most.
Chris. Better yet, we'll pay you in mini cows.
Well, that doesn't benefit me in any way, shape, and or
It's
form.
just the family after you die, you motherfucker.
But
I
it'll
wish
put me in
a
good favor with
motherfucking
Nikki.
kangaroo would lock me
It'll
up.
put me in good
You
favor
are
with Nikki.
7 foot tall and 400 pounds.
What?
Thank you very much, Nikki.
Adult female bears called sows weigh about 175 pounds. Adult male bears called boars are about 3 foot high when standing on all 4 feet and 7 foot tall when standing upright, and they weigh about 400 pounds.
Look, these bitches only
You're
live.
getting your ass kicked.
You ain't no fucking black bear ninja.
I am.
Ja.
Nikki,
You ever seen the Revenant? Ja. Remember how you put Nikki in that position? That bear gonna do the same thing. Ah!
You don't know me.
Nikki, where's
You're
she
on
at?
your bullshit today.
Nikki,
Why?
if I pay him in mini cows to fight animals in an arena, will you make sure he shows up?
Yes.
See? That way I
Mhm.
guarantee you show up, Chris. She gets paid, you do the fighting. That way you have bragging rights if you win. She gets her mini cows.
Why you
Win,
quit?
win, win, win. I get millions of dollars from people watching you get your ass kicked.
Adult female black bears weigh about 175 pounds.
Bear pound?
Yes, you would,
Maybe
please.
that
Yes.
female black bear identifies as a male black
You
bear.
are not.
No. I'm giving you
Sound like a
male.
pussy.
I'm giving you male
You
counterparts.
sound like a pussy.
Black bears are about 3 foot high when standing on all fours and 5'7".
5 to 7 feet. You are not 400 pounds and 7 feet,
No.
dickhead.
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna
I
make
am
sure I find the
but I
biggest
am
fucking
300
one.
And they
pounds.
ain't covered in black fur.
But I am 300 pounds and 6'2".
Yeah, but you're not used to the wild either. You just
I'll
think
kill your black bear's
I'll
ass.
make sure. I'm gonna make sure you got plenty of marshmallows.
Oh,
buddy.
and lady black bears, if you want to be a trans bear and you want to call yourself a man,
No,
I'll equally beat your
No.
ass too.
I'm hiring the talent, so at the end of the day, I'm getting the biggest fucking bear I can.
You do realize I know the
I
difference
will get
between
a
a black
grizzly
bear and a
and
grizzly
spray
bear
paint it
and a
black.
brown bear
No,
and a polar
I
bear.
got spray paint.
Yeah.
I will spray paint it
Why is that
brown
polar
bear
bear spray
black.
painted black?
All right, you just got lucky. Brown bears are not indigenous to this part of the country. Black bears
They are indigenous. They're in Ohio.
They are not indigenous to Ohio.
They are in Ohio because
They're in
my
Ohio. They're not indigenous
dad
to it.
was able to hunt them.
You can call somebody you're not divorced from your ex.
All right.
I'm just saying, I get Nikki's good favor by giving you mini cows. You get to get bragging rights if you win, and I make millions of dollars from people watching you get your ass kicked. I mean, win-win.
You have
Tony will
black
show up.
bears in Washington, Oregon, California, all them western states,
Tony, you're gonna be
Florida,
like Joe Rogan standing on the
West
side.
Virginia,
You have no idea how much I'll
Kentucky,
be standing on the side.
North Carolina,
Tony being in the cage going, nope,
Michigan.
Nope.
Michigan has black bears.
Yeah.
I'm fighting a fucking black bear. I'll beat a black bear's ass.
Grizzly bears are in the Pacific Northwest, Alaska, all the way down through Canada and somewhat over there.
I just looked at the map.
I did too. I'm looking at it too.
I'll beat a black bear's ass.
Oh, we're gonna have to put your
And I wish a fucking kangaroo would try to clutch me up.
They had black bears. They had black bears in the Panama City.
Bit.
They had black bears when I was in Florida.
You wanna lock up with me?
the pay-per-view on this alone will make me millions. I'm sorry.
Hey, you know what I learned from Karate Kid? I ain't going to be a bitch like Homeboy. I'm going to sweep the fucking leg. Show no mercy. Fuck you, kangaroo.
Strike hard, strike first, no mercy, sir.
I'll kick a kangaroo right in his kangaroo pouch.
I'm gonna make sure when you're fighting, you're wearing a Cobra Kai t-shirt.
Go ahead and rear back on your fucking tail, kangaroo. I'll sweep that bitch. Sweep the tail.
That tail is stronger than your mouth. You better sit down some damn.
That's what I'm saying. I will make millions. I'll give you a
Mr. G said I'll capitalize on it from views. I'm gonna beat a kangaroo's ass. Look, Nikki just got black bear.
You want to talk about going viral on TikTok?
Nikki done got the entire black bear community put on notice now. I'm fucking your whole community up. Black bears. All of you are on notice. Male, female, your cubs. I'll kick a fucking bear.
I'm buying an arena, baby. I'm telling you. I'm buying an arena, putting it in an octagon with feeding troughs.
Hey, we've all seen the video. We all seen the video from Australia where that kangaroo had that man's pet dingo.
I just give him like 3 6-packs and be like, get ready.
We all seen that video where that kangaroo had that man's pet dingo in a headlock, and old boy came up and was like, bleh! And that kangaroo didn't know what to do. He was just like,
one video.
I'm just saying.
And I'm just saying,
Kangaroo up. Oh, and don't think I ain't forgot about you, Canada. Your mooses are on my radar as well.
Hey, I'm waiting to see Moose Jaws. I'm telling you.
Moose Jaws.
It's Kevin Smith's new movie. It's the Jaws for the moose.
Jeff in a baby bear jumpsuit. I'm a bear. Jeff's the trans bear.
Yes. I identify as a female bear because I'm really small.
I'm just saying. I think I can take a kangaroo. I'm pretty sure I can take a black.
Fresh Prince thought he could beat Mike Tyson. Sit your ass down some damn way.
Ain't nobody beating up Mike Tyson. First and foremost, I ain't never gonna let those words come out of my mouth.
Amen to that.
I grew up watching Mike Tyson fight. I know better. Mike Tyson is gonna be in my corner when I'm fighting these animals. And if I need help,
they said you last 3 rounds for $1 million. I said I need $10 million for 3 rounds.
Hey,
you can't give me any amount of money to take a hit
because I can run around in circles.
No, you can't. Michael's quick.
Once again,
that motherfucker was deceivingly
4 shots of Patron. I ain't gonna feel shit.
Zero.
Zero. Would I get in the ring for 3 rounds for $10 million? I tried.
Bear cubs are extremely cute. I agree. I don't want to fight a cub, but if I have to,
$1 ain't enough money to fight Mike Tyson. Ain't no way.
Yeah, I'm not getting punched by Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's actually going to be in my corner. If I get in trouble, he's going to jump in. He's going to do a run in WWE.
Mike Tyson up as a bear. I'm going to pay Mike Tyson $3 million to dress up as a bear and fight you.
You get a better chance of getting Bob Sapp to jump in the ring with you. That's a motherfucker I would call.
I've seen Bob Sapp fight. You know what? I'll take that challenge.
I'll take Bob Sapp.
And Butterbeans. And you know what? I might even accept Butterbeans' old drunk ass at this point in time.
Butterbean took blows. I got to get Butterbean.
That fool was sloppy when he was in his prime. He's extra sloppy now. That motherfucker so drunk he's gonna be hitting at the other 3 clicks over here, not even realizing. I don't even know if he drinks, but man, he is a sloppy fighter. Butterbean has always been a sloppy fighter, but he does take some hits.
He took his hits. He took the fuck out of them hits.
He had took, but he got that fucking. Hey, all it takes is one punch, man.
Yeah.
He took
And
the
that's-
hell out of them blows. I was like, Jesus.
Everybody thought Kimbo Slice was a badass too.
He was
Till
a
he stepped
badass in
into
the
UFC.
street.
Yeah,
was
when he
badass.
was beating up
He-
bums in an alley.
He had to fight organized.
Yeah, when he was beating up bums in the alley, when he got into a fucking octagon, he got his dick knocked in the ground
Brock Lesnar did too.
one time.
What's the cat that was in?
And he didn't even get beat down. He made a mistake, and Frank Mir tapped him out. But the rest of his career, before he got that intestinal disease, he was fucking killing people, including Frank Mir.
Yeah, Brock was ridiculous.
That's a fucking monster. I ain't fighting Brock Lesnar either. I'm just
You
saying.
can fight him now.
I'll drink beer with Brock Lesnar because
You can
homie
fight him
looks like
now.
he
He's
can put
beat
down
up.
some beer.
Right now, he's beat up. I wouldn't even fight him. That motherfucker dangerous.
No, I'll drink beer and hang out by the bonfire with Brock Lesnar. I ain't fighting Brock Lesnar. Fuck that. Got me fucked up.
You ever see that motherfucker train?
Yeah, he's a monster.
He's
Dude's an absolute fucking freak of nature, man.
I'm gonna contact Michael Jai White to dress him as a bear to beat you up.
Would I fight
I'm
the
not
Rock?
fighting anybody dressed in a bear costume. I want to.
You won't know. You'll be so drunk. I'll make sure that you're so drunk. You won't
Right
know.
now, Jeeves? No, I had to work out for a year before I fought.
Nah, if it's Tony D. Tony, you ain't fighting the Rock if you work out and train for 20 years. Stop it.
If I do it for a year, I would.
Tony, you still have yet to show us that you can get a six-pack in 3 months.
Jeff, you have yet to show us you leave the house. Shut up.
I left the house the other day. I said,
Hey, don't you worry about what we want to do in the mud, all right, Helen?
No, hell.
You sound jealous right now. Come on, Pookums, let's get in the mud.
Shut up.
Grr.
You two fuckers done started.
Okay, but here's my question, Tony.
It's a hypothetical fight. It's not
For
real. But I
10
still think
million
I can fight a kangaroo. I think I can fight a moose.
Oh no, I'm gonna make.
And I think
it
I can
happen,
fight a black
motherfucker.
bear.
I actually
I'm
got
gonna make it.
alligators on my mind.
I don't want to fight an alligator.
I don't either. Them
I know guys around here that hunt alligators. I'm looking like, are y'all
Oh
fucking...
yeah, I wanted to. When I lived down in
Seen that
South
TV
Carolina,
show.
I wanted. There was two animals. Oh, excuse me. I wanted to hunt, and I never got the opportunity. I wanted to go boar hunting and
I
alligator.
think that'd
hunting.
be fun. Boar hunting would be fun.
Yeah, them motherfuckers are nasty.
Oh yeah.
I had no idea how fast pigs were.
Oh yeah, they're stupid quick.
Them and they huge to be moving that fast.
Yeah.
They're-
Yeah.
And they eat
If I
everything.
do go boar hunting, I'm doing it from a fucking four-wheeler.
When
Jeff's
people
like, I'm
sit
doing
there
it
and
with a
tell me-
bazooka.
Tell them again, Jeeves. Tell them again, Jeeves.
Oh, you know how big a moose is. Moose out front should have told you.
The moose out front should have told you.
I don't know.
Nice reference. Nice reference. That's a good one. Nice. I like that. That is my favorite all-time movie. I'm sorry. I love that fucking movie.
I reckon you could too. I think you could beat him. I'm just saying. I got my money on Leggy. I'm just saying. I got money on her. I think she's got you, Tony. She gonna put you in a Scottish leg lock.
Lakey, I'm sorry. With your guys' history, I don't want to watch. You know, I'll wait for video.
She gonna
I
put you
don't need
in
to
a
see
Scottish
Tony
leg
in
lock.
I don't need to see Tony in action.
Brown chicken, brown.
I already have nightmares. I don't need to see that. No, okay, Tony. For
Excuse me, ma'am. I have a delivery of haggis. I have no money, Mr. Delivery Guy.
Oh, no.
However will I pay?
Oh, did I drop this? Let me bend over and get it. Oh, sorry. Okay, so Tony, you said for 10 million
I
you
know
get in
things,
the ring with
I know
Tyson,
things about
right?
things.
How much to get in the ring with Michael Jai White? That motherfucker a badass.
He doesn't show aggression. He's about maneuvers.
Yeah, but I mean,
I might go less. He's just as dangerous. He actually played Mike Tyson in that movie, so I know he's a little bit as dangerous as Mike Tyson.
Well, I mean, you've seen him in Never Back Down. That dude's a badass dude.
He was a
He's a beast.
That movie, Undisputed. There was another movie.
Blood and Bone. Blood and Bone, too, I think it was.
Blood and Bone, yes.
Blood and Bone was good. Undisputed with, what's his name? Ving Rhames? That shit is classic.
That shit was awesome. He did
That
another
was
movie, and I
awesome
can't remember the name of it, but he was in a gym, like training. There was this MMA dude that was just
never back down.
Was it never back down? Like 27.
Yeah.
And he Sherlock Holmes. He like broke down everything like Sherlock Holmes style.
I would literally train with Michael Jai White. I like how when he was showing Kimbo Slice moves.
He's methodical.
The slow motion.
I would love to train with Michael Jai White. That would be fun. That would be fun.
He's very methodical.
He knows how to teach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that was the kick. He's been in shape. Yeah, he's an actor. He keeps it cool. But he can also be aggressive.
But
I respect Michael Jai White. Seriously,
I do too. And I would never want to be on the.
Sounds like you scared, Tony.
I would be.
Michael Jai White. Michael Jai White will beat me. He will beat me.
You sound like you're scared of Spawn.
Bet.
He will beat me. He will beat me.
I'm scared to look at him.
And it's not so much that he's stronger or better. He got moves. Michael Jai White has fucking moves.
Yeah.
And Seagal has good moves, but Seagal's slow now. You watch his movies now, he's slow as shit. He's like David Carradine on Kung Fu Legend Continues.
Yeah, but do you still want to fight fucking Steven Seagal?
Would I? I'd probably lose.
I'd fight Steven
Seagal. Motherfucker would slap the shit out of you before you
lose.
have. I'm just saying.
I would get a blow in.
Oh, exactly.
Maybe.
I would get a blow in.
Like I would go. Yeah, I bet
all that.
I would get a blow in.
Smack. His pimp hand is strong, Tony D.
Yeah,
and what's crazy is I wouldn't even fight Seagal with weapons because he'll be faster with weapons than I am. Man to man, hand to hand. I would lose.
I have a weapon that's faster than him.
No, what was that movie?
He ain't no Bruce Leroy. He ain't catching bullets, Tony D.
That movie actually had me thinking about trying that shit one day. I said, nah.
Catching a bullet with your teeth?
Hey.
Tony, I love you, man, but
ooh.
I don't think you're catching a bullet with your teeth. I mean, I think
I'm not messing with Jackie Chan. No, I'm not messing with Jackie Chan.
For a year or two,
hey,
you might be able to go 30
like
seconds
60,
with Mike Tyson, but I don't think you're catching a bullet. I don't want to see that. Please don't try that.
Yeah, don't. And if you do, do it on camera so we can watch.
Jackie Chan's awesome. Jackie Chan's awesome. Drunken Master was
Drunken Master was classic.
That shit was awesome.
The praying mantis, that motherfucker.
No.
It's a Monday night in Glick's house.
You want to talk a badass fighter is Jet Li.
Yes.
Jet Li is a
Jet Li is just as dangerous. Chow Yun Fat is also just as dangerous.
Yes. Like I won't. Like if I see Jet Li walking down the street, I'm crossing the street. I'm sorry.
Yo, why? Because you don't like Asian people?
No, because he whipped my ass.
God,
Jesus. Why is everything got to be racist with you? I'm triggered.
Y'all can't help it. Shit.
No, Jet Li whooping Mel Gibson and Danny Glover's ass in Lethal Weapon 4.
Oh my God, one of the greatest things ever.
I don't even know if I would fight Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson can fight. I like how he does his fight scenes.
No, he's just a brawler.
Mel Gibson in the 80s, yes, 100%. Mel Gibson now, he's got
right, Jeeves?
Very.
Oh, a blow in.
Whoa. That's what I'm saying, Tony. You're going to get a blow. Don't get me wrong.
I can't wait for it.
Yeah, I bet you can't.
Hashtag population 4. Jeff, you were here for that. Saturday night, we was talking about this website that I found. It's called forebears.com. FOREBEARS.com. And you can look up like your the background of your last name and everything like that.
Okay.
And it shows like how common the name is and where it's most common at, and even breaks down like now. Granted, the website's from last updated in 2014, but it shows the population around the world. And in a certain area of the world, there was only 3 people with said last name, and Tony was like, "About to be fucking 4."
No, I think I've heard of that website. I think I heard about that website a while back because, like, you could see how many people, like where the last name generated.
Yeah,
and
it gives all
where,
dude.
how it moved. Yeah, I think I've
The
seen that.
average height, average income. I mean, it was wild. It's a cool it's a cool website. I have it saved.
I think I've seen that.
But
I
it's
think
linked
I actually
to,
looked up my name.
but it's also linked to myheritage.com and stuff. But it's a really cool website.
Yeah.
But Tony, look, that was. I think that was one of a couple times you almost had beer coming out of my nose Saturday night.
Nice.
Yes, I almost made him spill his beer through his nose twice.
Oh man, he got me good.
I earned my throne. I earned my championship again.
Yeah, it was. I think it was early in the show when he made
the
that
first
comment.
hour. It was the
It was
first
in the
hour.
first hour that I brought it up, and I was like, fucking Tony. I can't wait to see Tony in a skirt. I mean a kilt.
You won't. You won't. You just wait till I come back and she got cornrows on her head.
Cultural appropriation.
I'm gonna have to look like Jane Child. Y'all keep fucking with me. Y'all keep fucking with me.
We won't stand for a cultural appropriation around
here. That's like me wearing a sombrero.
I love it when they debunk that whole braids in the hair cultural appropriation.
I know, that was fucking hilarious.
Oh, you mean the hairstyle that white people did?
Yeah, I saw that. That panel. Oh my gosh. It makes you want to burn down a building.
Oh, I laugh at it, dude. That is one of my favorite panels. I love watching it. I love listening to it.
I do too, but some of the people on that panel are like, you know what? This is a person that needs to be taken out, just shot.
Tony D basically said she was going to be like, what's his name from Napoleon Dynamite? Napoleon's brother.
You know, I'm trying to be a cage fighter.
Right? Oh, if you can get him in a kilt and get pictures of it, that will be awesome.
I got 2 words for all of y'all. Ain't happening.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what?
Don't fall asleep, motherfucker.
Tony D, that good will
Tony,
make
does this smell like chloroform?
Yeah, Tony D, that good will make you do things that you typically wouldn't do.
Like, you know, Tony, you put this shirt on, I'll take this one off.
Hey. Look, Tony's gonna be
when in Rome.
Tony's gonna show up on the show in full.
Been.
Tony's gonna show up on the show in full ass apparel with a bagpipe and everything.
He'll show up with the hat, the whole 9 yards.
Well, I'm gonna play with the bagpipes. Don't worry.
Yeah, you are.
I know Sam Jackson did pull it off. I'm gonna give you credit, Sam. I looked at that. So I remember 451. I remember that.
In Tony's defense, Sam Jackson pulled a lot of shit off that most people can't
and won't.
I mean, but how priceless would it be if we got just
you
one?
Say new logo?
Just one pick of Tony in a kilt.
Yeah, I can Photoshop that.
Just one. Just one. Come on, Tony. You know he will.
Tony, how much would it cost?
A lot. I
don't
think you got it. I don't think you made it. I don't think your client's got enough money.
Once she puts him in that Scottish headlock, he'll be in a kilt. Trust me.
Give me a number, Tony.
It ain't gonna take a number. It's a Scottish headlock, and he's in. That's all we'll see Tony wear. Tony will be wearing a kilt 24/7, doing a river dance too.
He'd be like, these are my colors.
I don't need a kilt. I'll work on the river dance.
Fuck that. Those guys freak me out. That leg's too much.
That commercial with them kids brushing their teeth doing that shit, I was dying.
That shit's kind of cool, man.
It is, but they break the laws of physics. I'm sorry. They just do.
You scare way too easy.
They break the laws of physics.
Oh shit. River dance is Irish.
It is Irish. I knew that already.
Yeah, tomato. Sorry. Chris and I thought the same thing. You were like, yeah, is it really that different?
I read that name in her voice. I literally did.
Michael, I was going to let you say it, so I didn't.
Michael Flatley.
What was it you were saying the other night, Tony, that she says to you?
Controversy.
Yes, controversy.
Not controversy, controversy. That's how she pronounced it.
Controversy.
Wow.
For fuck's sake.
That's
She was like, I can't believe I actually made up with this asshole. Fuck him.
this is like the controversy. That's kind of like what when my wife says adorable.
What does she say?
Adorable instead of adorable.
We say
Adorable?
She says adorable.
We say adorable around here because we speak Spanish.
She'll literally say, she'll be like, that's adorable. I mean, and then I'll say to her, you mean adorable? She's like, wait, is it adorable? I'm like, yeah, 100%. And I'll have her saying it like 14 times, like, it's actually adorable. She's like, God damn it. Because I find it very cute when she makes that mistake.
She's going to tell you next, adorable. Adorable.
She's
it's very adorable.
Did you see the picture I sent you on Snap?
Motherfucker, you send me more shit.
No. This is cool. She got me a watch.
I did see it. The Paris one. The Paris watch.
Yeah. It's a pocket watch. I'm a big watch guy. I collect watches.
I got a cell phone. I stopped worrying about that.
For me.
Cruising.
I only have like 14.
Say what?
I only have like 14. I have 14 watches. And I'm about to go buy 5 more.
No, Helen, it's not happening. I forgot about 6 or 7.
Well, I buy one brand. I buy Invicta because they got some really cool ones. Tony, I saw a Mandalorian one the other day, but I can't justify $15,000.
No, I watched the season finale too.
I have not watched it yet. I think we're gonna watch.
I watched the season finale of Mandalorian. I watched the end of Picard. I watched the end of Snowfall. I'm caught up on Ghost. Mayans comes back next month. And it's cameras froze.
Did you see April or May the 4th?
May 5th, Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
May the 4th, Guardians of the Galaxy 3. No, it comes out 4th here. 4th here.
Yeah, 5th here.
I get it a day sooner.
Take the kids to go see that Super Mario Brothers. They'll love it.
I think she's doing that right now. She was talking about
that. They'll love it.
Because
Jason loves
like,
it.
hey, look.
Jason, when they come home, they're gonna be singing peaches, 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 peaches.
They
Jason
do that
was singing
now.
Yes,
that shit
was hilarious, dude. That shit was so funny in that movie, Jeff. I'm not lying. I took Jason to see it. I was down there singing.
Your heart. I'm about to break your heart. Do you know how old Bowser is?
No.
Bowser is 412 years old.
He's a fucking tortoise.
How old is Peach? How old is Princess Peach?
Too damn young for him.
18.
The DNA is not compatible.
Just saying, kind of creepy. 400-plus-year-old dude.
Glick, you're supposed to take the dildo out the chair before you sit down.
Wait, what?
You're supposed to take the dildo out of the chair before you sit down.
Or at least better lube it up. Good.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I was trying to practice my dry runs.
We believe you.
Bye, Tony.
Bye, Tony.
I think you learned by now. No, so Ohio sucks and the weather sucks. And 2 days ago, it was in the 80s, and I was back down in the 30s. So my back is just fucking hit.
I was talking to a client today, and he's like, he's in New York. He's like, it's cold today, right? I'm like, well, I'm technically not in New York. He's like, what do you mean? I explained I live in Cancun. I work from Cancun. And he's like, are you fucking serious? I said, yeah, it's like 95 fucking today. It's stupid hot. I said, I went to the store and it looked like I had just gotten out of the pool. It's so humid.
Yeah.
He's like, and he called me an asshole. He's like, you're an asshole. I said, you want to talk about an asshole? You know how much my house costs? I told him how much I paid for the house. He's like, yeah, I hate you.
Yeah, no, this weather fluctuation shit.
Yeah, I get it.
and it's like in one side of my back. It's in my lower back. It's in one side, and it's going all the way down my leg. So it's just like,
Yeah, it is.
But I mean, the dill toe feels great, Tony D. Just so you know, I'm a size queen, so I like them big dragon tails.
So, dude, that Reddit feed fucked me up because I'm like, Jesus Christ,
Those sons of bitches.
They are bigger than Tony.
Have you seen when they like set them down in front of them and they go from their fucking lap or like between their legs to their fucking throat
to their chin, and then next thing you know, it's not there, and you realize they're sitting on it.
No man can ever please her again. Just so you know.
Ever.
And they're like 8 inches round at the base.
It's stupid.
And these chicks can make them disappear. Just saying.
And some of them do a little.
Yep.
Back door.
Yeah.
Right up the old cord and shoot.
Brian and I were, after we had Brian on the show, you guys left, and it was just me and Brian. We were talking about stuff. And I showed him that, and he's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I said, "Yeah, dude. That's fucked up."
So you and Brian were watching porn together?
I was telling him about
that's not weird or anything.
We were talking about Reddit. I said, the problem about getting your news from Reddit is there's so much porn, you get distracted. He's like, "What do you mean there's porn on Reddit?"
Hey, it's 2023. It's 2023, bro. If you want to watch porn with your bro at 3:00 in the morning,
don't be jealous because I didn't call you.
Well, I mean, I am a little bit jealous because that kind of hurts my feelings. But also, you like to read your porn, and it's just I fall asleep.
Actually, I found an
and
app.
And then she dropped to her knees.
I found an app.
And she said, "Thank God you're a grower and not a shower, little fella." Is that all? She said.
Is that it?
He did. He outed Brian like a motherfucker.
There's a story in there.
Oh yeah, well yeah, I did. Brian is Brian on the same page as you, where he accidentally watches tranny porn for 4 hours?
No, we were talking. We were talking.
Tony
about
and Jeff
Reddit.
were watching tranny porn together.
No, we were talking about Reddit, and I said,
"Gay!"
I said, "You want to see something fucked up?" He's like, "What?" I said, "Put in Bad Dragon." And he goes, "What the fuck, dude?" I said, "How fucked up is that?" He's like, "I can't look away." I said, "It's like a car crash."
Bad. I don't want to know.
Tony's already Googled. Tony's already on Reddit.
I'm not looking
Don't do it, Tony. You'll literally look at these chicks just and go, Jesus.
Tony,
not
Tony
even Tony D
on
can
his phone. He's
satisfy
like,
that
"Do I
one."
have Reddit? Reddit. Download. I'll download Reddit. Here we go.
The worst one I saw was that lady in the barn, and that horse went up behind her. I said, "Oh hell no!"
Oh no, that's nothing.
What the fuck are you watching?
Somebody else showed me that bullshit.
There was a video.
Oh yeah, somebody else.
Yeah. No, there was a video that went around. It was like 10 years ago, and the video was called "Mr. Happy Hands."
Brian ain't here to defend himself. I will out his ass. Even if he was here, I still would. Fucker dubbed me redneck Gandalf, and it'll never go away.
No, there. In 2010, when Kevin Smith started his podcast, he was talking to his buddy, and he says, "There's a website. It's called Mr. Happy Hands, and this website has one video." And he described the video. It's this guy breaks into a barn and does.
Well, in other news,
it's fucked up.
Oh, in other news, did you guys know Ed Sheeran was being sued?
No.
By Marvin Gaye's estate?
For what?
Because one of his
plagiarism.
songs it's plagiarism. It's one of his songs. It's like the same thing with Vanilla Ice and what's his name that had the Under Pressure song.
This is actually gone to a jury trial where Vanilla Ice's thing never did. Jury selection and opening statements are set to begin Monday on a trial that mashes up Ed Sheeran's Thinking Out Loud, probably one of his biggest hits, with Marvin Gaye's Let's Get It On.
I don't know.
Let's get
I
it
don't know.
on.
I love that. That's a good song.
Go ahead, Tony D. I know you got a voice. You can do it.
Do it, Tony.
Do it, Tony. Don't act like you don't know the song.
Let's get it on. I'm sorry. The best rendition of that song is Jack Black singing it. He does an amazing job in High Fidelity.
With Jack Black of all people.
He does a rendition of it in High Fidelity. Is amazing.
Jack Black is a fantastic singer, and I wouldn't say that's the greatest rendition. I don't think anybody's ever going to touch Marvin Gaye on that song.
I'm saying that wasn't Marvin Gaye.
But I will say that Jack Black did a cover of Chris Isaac's song. Shit.
No, I don't think that's the name of the song.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it.
Too easy.
What was the name of that fucking song? I love that goddamn song. Wicked Game.
Oh, yeah.
And I dare to say, it definitely rivals Chris Isaac's version. But anywho, let me grab a hold of the steering wheel because we were on a tangent. Yeah, no. The heirs to Ed Townsend, Geens, or not Geens, fucking Ed Gein.
Peach is
Not even remotely close. Ed Gein. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Mhm.
Ed Townsend, Gaye's co-writer of the 1973 soul classic, sued Sharon, alleging the English pop star's 2014 hit. Wow, that song is that old. Damn.
We up there.
That song old as shit.
Yeah, let that soak in for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think that song was almost 10 years old already.
Yeah.
Which one
Like I
again?
said, one of Ed Sheeran's biggest hits. An overt common element that violate their copyright. The two songs were released decades apart, but some say they sound seamless when paired together. This must stop, Townsend's daughter, Catherine Griffin Townsend, said last month. We have enough chaos going on in the world. Did you really? She really compared everything going on in the world with Ed Sheeran possibly stealing and plagiarizing in some way, shape, or form a Marvin Gaye song.
Jesus.
Catherine, you need a reality check.
Yeah, no shit. Get out of your bubble.
Uh,
I'm sorry. You're a privileged woman because Marvin Gaye left you bunches of money, and now you're.
Well, her dad was the co-writer, so let's get it.
Regardless, but
yeah,
I'm sure the royalties still roll in.
Oh yeah, the lawsuit was actually filed in 2017. Here we are in 2013, or 2023, and they're just now doing a jury selection. The trial is expected to last a week in the Manhattan federal courtroom of the 90. Okay, you're 95 years old. You should not be a judge. Let's be honest.
Agreed.
The courtroom of 95-year-old Lewis.
Okay, but in that judge's defense, he's probably never heard of Ed Sheeran. So
he's definitely heard of.
He's definitely heard of Marvin Gaye.
Sheeran is expected to testify. Let's Get It On is the quintessential sexy slow jam that's been heard in countless films and commercials and garnered hundreds of millions of streams, spins and radio plays over the past 50 years. I would be willing to ask. I don't know if Helen's still here. You do music, and I know you're
music.
No
disrespect. She is a straight music geek. No disrespect.
No, yeah, she's a music. Oh no, well, I mean, her and I have conversated about music before, and I've enjoyed our music conversations. I think I've said that before. But have you ever played either or a variation on your broadcast?
He said, "Did you play oral?"
I didn't say oral. I said either or.
Oh,
Calm down, Tony T.
You're
We know
an
what's on
at, Tony.
Tony's T.
I
Now
know
we know
what
what's
the
on Dick 'em down Tony's mind. Dick 'em down Tony D.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I said either or. Tony's like oral. Helen, oral.
mine out of the
Easy.
gutter.
You said that shit. You said that shit.
You're the one that said I said oral.
Mine's oral.
That's what it sounded like. I did it.
Thinking Out Loud, which is won Grammy for the song of the year, and much more marital take on Love and Sex, where obviously we know what Marvin Gaye's version was. I mean, it's in the title, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the man. You know what my man was trying to do? Yeah. This is the second suit against Ed Sheeran. Last March, a British songwriter won in a similar copyright suit over his song Shape of You, which is another massively huge Ed Sheeran song.
Yeah.
Artist Sammy Chokri, known as Sammy Switch, claims Sheeran's 2017 hit plagiarized his song, Oh Why.
Why, oh, why, oh, why?
Coincidence is bound to happen if 60,000 songs are being released every day on Spotify. That's 22 million songs a year, and there are only 12 notes that are available, he said. Sheeran's attorneys, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and this is the problem with today's musicians, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I heard that. 12 notes available.
Back in the day of artists, one person would write a song, maybe two. Today, hey, Beyonce, fuck your beehive. I'm calling you out. Every one of your hits have had no less than 15 writers and producers on.
He said that shit. I didn't. I don't want y'all coming.
I agree. What's the guy that wrote the song? What's the guy that wrote the song for Despicable Me? Pharrell. He wrote like 3 of Beyonce's songs.
He was a part of writing it. Back in the day, Freddie Mercury wrote a majority of those Queen songs by himself. Look it up.
Oh no, I saw the.
These are facts. I mean, today's artists, they have production staff, they have writers, they have.
They're literally just the person that sings it.
Oh, and a lot of you artists today, you can't fucking sing either. Thank God for auto-tune and fucking electronics that can adjust and fix your voice.
I could be a singer if I had auto-tune.
There are very few artists here today who sing and sound good when they sing.
Yep, I agree.
I'm just saying. So this is the second time Sheeran has been popped for this, and he's already lost one case. I would like to hear, and I know that if we do this, we're probably going to get in trouble.
Don't do it.
I can find. I wonder if I can.
Is there
find,
a mix-up of the two?
Y'all gotta forgive me. This is the part of Some of All Fears when that bomb goes off. This shit is raw.
That's a good fucking movie. Although I don't buy Affleck.
He just told him it was in Baltimore. He's looking around the stadium now. Reggie, let's go.
I'm sorry, I can't see Affleck as Jack Ryan though. I just can't.
What was it? John, Reggie, let's go. Imagine being in a football game and they rush the president out. Where the fuck am I going?
Oh, here we go.
Ed Sheeran is being sued for copying Marvin Gaye's classic hit "Let's Get It On" in his 2014 Grammy-winning song "Thinking Out Loud."
Okay, that's enough. Don't get copyright claims.
Not going to copyright.
Copyright protection comes down to what's in the sheet music and not what was captured.
This was like I actually was looking for this on purpose. This is from a YouTube channel called Genius.
Right.
Damn.
Yo, I know what I meant to ask you.
They got almost 12 million followers.
Damn.
Remember when you was telling people how to allow access to comment on StreamYard, Restream, whatever. How did you tell them how to do that shit?
Wait, what?
How you can comment from Facebook?
Oh, you gotta give it permission to use your name.
Oh yeah, when if you're looking at the Facebook stream, when you share it to Facebook and you actually look at the post and you like open it up to see the whole title and everything, it'll tell you to comment. You have to give permission. You click on that link. Basically, you just click on it. You say yes. You verify that you're that Facebook user, and then you can comment it from Facebook.
See, right now we're not live. Yeah, we're not live right now, so I can't do it on there.
Oh yeah, we're not live. Well, we don't go live on Facebook anymore. I share it onto Facebook because we go live from mine. YouTube. God damn it, I did it again. From our YouTube, your YouTube, and our Twitch account.
Right.
So we don't go live on Facebook. I just share the link from YouTube out there.
Right.
It's all about growth and stuff like that, Tony D. Tony, did you change up the way you did your music today? Did you put them in your brand and stuff like that?
No.
Like we were talking Saturday night?
No, I didn't do it. I didn't yet. I gotta
to
share a clip onto Restream, you gotta download and take it off of your computer. And then take it off your computer. Yeah. But what I don't want to do is run the memory up. I've done that with stuff before. Put it on and take it off.
As soon as you upload it, like for us, we have our brand here, and I don't know how Restream works. But when you go over here and you look at all of our music, Tony, I uploaded it onto my computer. Once I put it onto the brand, I deleted it off of my computer, so it's not taking it. And we still have all this stuff right here. We still have all this.
I've done that with other devices and it jammed them up. That's what I was saying before. Yeah. I'm gonna try it again, but I've done that with other devices. It jammed, even though I took it off of there. My damn iPad is clogged up right now. I can't believe it. But
like I said, you just have to, once you get it in that area, in that brand on your Restream or whatever, then you can delete it off your computer. It shouldn't go anywhere. I got banned on Facebook because of you guys. Yeah, I do remember that.
I am not surprised.
Well, Cam's also gotten in trouble on Facebook, but he also did say he was going to murder a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
This motherfucker.
Speaking of murdering kids, did you hear about that trans teacher in Florida that said that they were it was going to kill their students and themselves and still has their job?
No, they actually did fire her eventually.
That just came out the other day, but I mean, this happened months ago.
Yeah.
Anywho, gentlemen,
it's time to go. Make it quick.
It's time to go when I say it's time to go.
Okay. It'll be time to go.
Yeah, I'll say this for Wednesday. But we were talking about the whole Ed Sheeran Marvin Gaye thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's a band out there called Greta Van Fleet.
Never heard of them.
I'm not surprised, Tony. But they are a complete, absolute fucking ripoff of Led Zeppelin.
Okay.
Really?
An absolute 100%, ripoff of Led Zeppelin. And Led Zeppelin, no stranger to being caught up in lawsuits and stuff for stealing music.
Yeah.
I believe Led Zeppelin has had multiple lawsuits against them about stealing music and plagiarizing music. Hence why Greta Van Fleet is probably kind of left alone.
Right.
Murdering them is too easy. Barbecuing them now? No, that's dedication. And you'll wonder why you got banned on Facebook, Mark.
He said that's dedication.
No, Tony, I don't know how familiar you are with Led Zeppelin. If you've watched any Thor movie, then you know who
I know who they are, but yeah, I'm not all that on to them.
Yeah, as I say, if you watched any Thor movie, you've heard Led Zeppelin songs because every time Thor makes a dramatic entrance and just starts fucking kicking everybody's ass,
right?
Zeppelin playing. And
Zeppelin songs aren't cheap either.
Well,
No,
now,
That's why when in Ragnarok when they played the Immigrant Song,
they did 2 different Zeppelin songs in Ragnarok, didn't they?
I know they used
Because they used
Immigrant Song, and then Jack Black was like, "If you weren't the first people to use Immigrant Song, I used it." And blah, blah, blah.
because didn't they use it when he was all wrapped up in chains?
Yeah,
And then was it Immigrant Song or was it another song after he bitch slapped his sister and like came down without his hammer onto the bridge and just
he
was
didn't
like,
bitch slap her. She fucked him up.
that was the Immigrant Song. They used it twice. Yeah.
Did they use it twice?
She
But,
fucked him up in that movie.
She fucked him up in that movie. But I mean, when she had him on the balcony and it was about to finish him, and it flashed to him talking to Odin, and he was like, "Are you the god of hammers?"
Right.
Well, fucking lightning and shit. He fucking pimp hand got real strong, strike the shit out of her. On that balcony. Hey man, when I bought my sound bar for my TV, I went to that damn Thor movie. Ragnarok, the beginning when he was talking to old dude down there. And he was in chains. And I was like, I want to hear how good this soundbar sounds.
No,
Right.
yeah, because they start playing the Immigrant Song.
Was the Immigrant Song an Endgame when he showed up with Rocket and Groot?
I'm not sure.
I mean, Love and Thunder was very
emotional.
You know, I don't want to, but I got to kind of agree with you, Mark. Love and Thunder was heavy Guns N' Roses.
Yes, it's very Guns N' Roses. I'm trying to see here the soundtrack because I did more than one Zeppelin song.
Hey, you can say what you want to say about Thor movies, but God damn it.
I'll tell you what, though.
When he's about to whoop somebody's ass, it gets you hyped up.
Yeah, it does. I'd have to rewatch them to figure out which Zeppelin song, because I know they use Immigrant Song because it was a big deal. Because Immigrant Song, it's like to use Immigrant Song in a movie, it's like $1 million plus to buy the rights to do it. So It's a big deal.
I just sent you a pic.
But I'd have to check to see what songs are played. I can't think of it off the top of my head. But I love Zeppelin.
Well, it's just this easy, Jeff.
No, because they like if you look up the soundtrack, they don't even use. If you put in Thor Ragnarok soundtrack, it does not show Immigrant Song once.
Really?
I kid you not. There's Grandmaster Jam Session, The Vault.
There you go.
Welcome home. So you coming? This could be Asgard. Asgard is where our people stand.
The god home again.
Oh, you about to get it, Hella. You bitch.
You thought you would have been happy to see her again.
Oh.
I love me some Thor. Don't even. Loki's like, oh, hell. Yes.
That's Immigrant Song.
Yeah. Thor. No, that's not it.
I think the other one's No Quarter.
That's Immigrant Song.
That's Immigrant Song.
Don't get on my ass. Fucking Led Zeppelin.
Yes.
What's it? So this is Thor arrives in Infinity War in Wakanda.
Yeah.
Bring me Thanos.
My man, hey,
That is a badass fucking scene.
Thor might be goofy as fuck and a little dumb, but god damn it, when he shows up and it's time to go, that motherfucker
Fly through space with an axe.
Motherfucker is sick with it.
He is sick with it.
I think it's Immigrant Song as well.
Oh, there goes Banner with the Hulkbuster getting taken down. I want to watch these Avengers movies.
I know.
Yeah. What is the Avengers?
Yay, for
Was it
me.
just the Avengers song? I thought he came into. That's just the Avengers shit.
I'm trying to clear my damn memory out. Gentlemen, I got to dip. I got to get up in the morning. This at 3 hours. Jeff, good seeing you. Tell the missus I said hello and welcome back, please.
Tony's got a dip. He has another show to do.
No, motherfucker, I got to get up in the morning earlier than you.
You know how many times I've heard that, and then an hour later you're fucking streaming?
Yeah.
I think we played your
I
stream
do try
live
to take myself to sleep.
one
I
night.
do try to put myself to sleep, so, it's all good.
SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob SquarePants.
That was a month ago. Jesus Christ.
To do a SpongeBob song.
That shit was funny as fuck. I couldn't sleep. So I said, fuck, I can run this real quick. But all of y'all out there, appreciate everybody coming through. This has been fun. I know he gonna stay up because he don't want to drink alone. Jeff ain't tired.
This is my last one. I'm almost done with it. I'm gonna go eat dinner and
I don't believe you.
Yeah, I gotta run to the store. I gotta grab my something to eat.
Exactly. It's gonna take him 20 minutes to
yeah,
leave.
like
He had a long outfit.
and then I was gonna end the show.
I don't believe you.
You don't have to believe me.
History tells you don't do this.
History tells that when I end the show, I'm done for the night. History tells when you say, I have to get up in the morning, we're at 3 hours, you show up on 47 other broadcasts and do 5 of your own.
No, it doesn't.
Man,
Fucking learn to share. And turn your fucking notifications on.
I meant that shit. I meant that shit. I saw you paid attention.
The guy who's the co-host of a show who doesn't share.
Yeah. I've got history over the past year of sharing your shit. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna do a social experiment this week.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think when I'm looking over the Thor movies, the only time they play Zeppelin is when they play Immigrant Song.
Yeah. Well, Tony D, go get your sleep. You're gonna need your rest for when you're looking all pretty in your kilt.
Yeah.
That ain't happening.
It's happening.
Make sure you tuck it. You have to tuck it so your dick ain't.
You know how when you're talking to a guy who hasn't had any in a long time when he talks crazy like
Ooh, somebody who's finally got some
the magic of the will make you do things.
Oh boy. It is good to be happy in life, isn't it, Glick?
I mean, are you happy, Tony D?
I'm comfortable as fuck.
We didn't ask you if you were comfortable.
Are you happy? Oh no, it's the same thing. Are you happy? Are you comfortable? Are you in a good spot?
I'm working on being in a better one.
All right. But you're good. You're good now.
It takes a mentality to be where I'm going to be, son. Always remember that. You can't force it. You got to let it happen.
Okay.
Take your time.
Takes a mentality to where I am.
Take your time.
I don't know where we're going with this. I ask you a simple
answer. Take your time.
Answer it's a rhetorical question.
Well, fucking typical fucking Democrat over here. You ask them a question.
And they
Take your time.
And they
have you seen that
around.
video on TikTok of the little girl crying? And her mom's like, what's wrong? She's like, Daddy called me a Democrat.
I ask you a simple yes or no question.
I do answer you, but you always have more afterwards. I've gone through this with plenty
Just
of people.
asking, are you happy? Are you comfortable? Are you getting better? Are you being better?
Be better. Trust
Clap
me.
your hand, you know it. Clap your hands. Come on, Tony. Are you happy and you know it? Clap your hands. I take that as a no, you're not happy.
That would answer. I already answered.
You're so angry because I found my feng shui,
Your feng shui.
my happiness. So angry and jealous.
Happy.
The guy's
Me?
not only angry at the fact that
What?
I have a full head of hair and I have an amazing beard, but now he's jealous.
Oh my God.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
So jelly, Tony D. Why are you so jelly? Because Tony D, are your hemorrhoids inflamed?
I don't have any.
You're asking.
I don't have any.
Did you gentlemen see that there's a Deadpool leak out?
There's a what?
A leak about the Deadpool movie. I haven't seen it yet, but I just saw a notification.
I know
But,
fucking Ryan Reynolds.
Magneto's going to be in it.
I know Ryan Reynolds is putting Hugh Jackman in that ugly yellow and brown.
Yeah, he is. Yellow and blue suit. Yeah.
That yellow and brown fucking Wolverine suit. I've seen him and Hugh going back and forth about that. And I'm like, oh, God damn you, Ryan. That's cold.
You know, Ryan Reynolds is slowly becoming a billionaire, by the way.
Oh, it's not slow. It's already happened. It's already happened.
He owns Mint Mobile. He owns Mint Mobile up there in Canada.
Sold it.
He sold. But him and old dude from Always Sunny, they bought the soccer team.
Soccer team, yeah.
The Premier League or something like that. There's like a television show, like a documentary or some shit on Prime or whatever.
Yeah, but talk about making your money work for you. That boy knows how to do it.
Fuck Blake Lively.
Fuck that bitch. That's my man.
Well, gentlemen.
Yeah, it's about that time.
In the immortal words of Boyz II Men, we have come to the end of the road. And in the immortal words of Ron Jeremy, I have came on your face. I mean, hashtag money shot. We appreciate y'all listening. We appreciate y'all hanging out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. We were all over the place tonight. Things got a little, I can't even blame you two because I have been drug into this crazy world of conspiracy theories and politics, and I have found myself breaking rule for the Mexican people in the room, Jeffrey. Numero uno.
I'll tell you what. You watch enough political shit, you will sit there and just be angry for no reason.
Well, it's not that I'm angry because I do still stick to my guns and the fact that I know I lean more right, but I still try to look at both sides.
Right, you try to play devil's advocate. I get that.
Hey, PSA, spoiler alert. I stole that from Tony. The left, you are not making it easy for me to stick up for you.
Thank you.
It was so much easier for me to stick up for you when I was blind to it. Oh, and the right, you're just as guilty, just so you know.
Oh, 100%. No, you want to go down a rabbit hole that it will piss you off? Watch the Karen videos.
Oh, yeah, I know. I can't stand Karen. That's not even
oh, my God. Thing. The one where the woman opens dude's truck door because he's driving down the wrong side of the road on a fucking parking lot.
Now, I did see a really cool quote-unquote Karen video. And it was this older white lady, short gray hair, Jamie Lee Curtis style haircut.
Right.
And there was a bunch of black guys, and they were in this Mustang convertible, and she walked up.
They were shooting a music video.
Yeah, she like slammed her hams down on the hood, and she said, "What are you guys doing in my neighborhood?" And they're like, "We're shooting a music video." And she's like, "Oh, can I be in it?" And they shot this fucking rap video, and she was in it. And I was like, "Hell yeah, that's cool."
She was cool about it, but first she just wondered why there was like 25 guys hanging out in an alley with music playing loud.
Yeah,
It didn't matter if
I
they're black
think
white.
the video was. I think the video was fake. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But it was still really cool.
Mm-hmm. No, but
because
there's some of those Karens out there. I'm like, oh, do it.
yeah, no,
Pull that
Karens
shit,
aren't even a
Nate.
political
They'll
thing,
fuck you up.
but no, I keep finding myself in these wormholes, and the wokeness and the trans thing is just driving me
Make you want to eat a bullet, doesn't
crazy,
it?
man. And I really try very hard not to bring it up on the show. I really do, but now it's at the point where it's like, you know what, fuck it. We the three of us host a podcast. Let's fucking talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's fucking.
But it's literally when you watch those videos, after a while, you're just like, I got to talk to somebody about this because I'm not the only crazy person, right?
Yep. And I'm Adam Sandler in The Wedding Singer. I have him. Tony's dodo went up the wrong way.
Yeah.
No, that's the one you're sitting on.
Oh, spoiler alert! We all have dodos in our chair.
Bad dragon.
What up, Golf Hawk?
Tony D bought himself a bad dragon.
Yeah, he did.
Nah.
He's like, I cannot wait until my 50-gallon drum of semen comes in.
Hey, boys! Look what I got here! Hey, where are the white women at?
Ladies and gentlemen, we do appreciate y'all listening. We do appreciate you guys hanging out. It's a Monday. We got a little bit crazier than we typically do on a Monday, but you know what? We had fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching us. Check us out on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Don't forget to hang out with us live Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays on YouTube and Twitch. And if you can't join us live, you can listen to us on Spotify and everywhere you listen to podcasts at, all at Nonsensical Nonsense. You know the drill. Give us a follow, give us a like, give us a share. And if we learned anything from Tony D tonight, turn on your goddamn notifications.
Damn right.
And you know what? Don't expect people to follow you and not share your shit if you ain't doing the same. Now, granted,
I meant that shit.
Granted, I do all that shit for
I love
people.
it when you
But,
talk dirty. Ooh.
I do all that shit, but I don't get reciprocated because I understand that a lot
You
of
just started sharing mine tonight. Don't play that.
well, Tony D, the fact that I had to ask your permission and I put this show on your
You had to do what?
says a lot.
You had to do what?
Ask your permission because you lost your mind when the show was showing up on your Facebook page. I feel like I'm helping you get out there. No, this motherfucker cracks a beer. This goofy son of a bitch. I gotta go to bed. I told you he's going to come up live.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we do drive. We apparently drive him to drink. Apparently.
It's okay. It is what it is. No, definitely. We're those of us who actually create content and are content creators and actually put something of substance out there. Go ahead and get behind them and back them up and support them. Show some love. I try to do my best. I know I'm personally guilty of not doing as much as I could for others, but I'm also incredibly fucking busy. But when I can, I do. Tony and I spent a couple nights last week shouting out all of our broadcasting friends, our creator friends, people who actually do something with themselves and not just losers who have a camera and a microphone and think that they're important.
Wait, isn't that us? We have cameras and microphones.
We
think we're
create
important.
content.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like we're getting so high and drunk and our music's playing so loud that nobody can hear us when we talk or anything like that, and then we pass out. Or it's not like we hang out in the comment section and make all kinds of crazy, derogatory, and racist comments.
And then run away when called out.
Anywho, shots fired. I had to get him in, Tony D. I'm sorry. I'm still mad about Saturday night. Fuck you, you goofy bastard. Go pick some oranges and do some landscaping. with that being said, sometimes we can mend fences around here. Mark, you're Jeff's favorite dick.
Wow.
No, we do appreciate you guys. We do appreciate y'all listening. We do appreciate you guys following us and letting other people know about what we do. In all honesty, and believe it or not, we're not as bad as some people might lead you to believe.
I think we're actually kind of funny.
I mean, just because Chuck Norris looks under his bed at the end of the night for Nonsensical Nonsense. Once upon a time,
Nonsensical Nonsense is so badass. It learned to read
once
by
upon
a book it wrote.
Once upon a time, Nonsensical Nonsense went into Burger King and ordered a Big Mac.
Whopper. And got it.
And they said, we don't serve Big Macs here. And
I've done broadcasts faster than your
Nonsense went out and roundhouse kicked Burger King.
And turned it into a Wendy's.
A McDonald's, damn it, Jeff, shut up. I said a Big Mac.
I said a Whopper.
Yeah, well, we were already at Burger King, and you can get Whoppers at Burger King. I said a Big Mac at Burger King. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, what? Chief said, what? Mark has Jeff's favorite dick. That's what. With that being said, enjoy a little Katie Sherry featuring Blacktop Mojo with their cover of Seether and Amy Lee of Evanescence. Broken.
Hopefully trying to sound smarter than he really is.
I'm just trying to fucking read words, Tony.
Whatever it is. Exactly.
Check out Katie Sherry on YouTube at KATICHERI. And of course, Matt James of Blacktop Mojo. Check out Blacktop Mojo everywhere at Blacktop Mojo. Go show the guys some love. I hope you guys are ready because album number 5 is coming out and soon. The guys just came off tour. They never take a fucking break. They never take a break. They literally just came off tour. They're working on their 5th album, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Go ahead and enjoy their cover of Seethers and Amy Lee of Evanescence, Broken.
You to know that I love the way you laugh. I wanna hold you high and steal your pain away. I keep your photograph and I know it serves me well. I wanna hold you high and steal your pain because I'm broken. When I'm lonesome and I don't feel right when you're gone away. You've gone away. You don't feel me here anymore. Find
Yeah, buddy. I love her fucking voice.
She's got a great voice.
I actually feel like she did that song way better than Amy Lee. I love me some Amy Lee. Do like me some Evanescence. I'm gonna reach out to her and see if it's okay if we start playing some more of her music. Now, granted, she's fucking huge, but I will reach out to her to see if we can get some of her music on this show. She's got her and Matt need to do more music together. At the end of the day, I love that song, but that might be better than the original, in my opinion. Those two together. Anywho, we appreciate y'all listening. I said that already. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for getting in the chatters box. We'll be back Wednesday night. Same nonsensical time, same nonsensical channel. You know the drill. In the words of Michael, peace out. 8 down. Jeffrey, since you've been away from the show for such a long time.
Deuces!
And the chimp will be replacing you Wednesday night.
Okay.
Bingo Bango the chimp will be joining us Wednesday night. Jeff will be ousted like Tucker Carlson and Don Lemon. And Bud Light. Tony D, you opinionated motherfucker, you had so much to say tonight or today on your music stream. You had a lot to say tonight on our show. Would you like to leave these assholes with one final words of wisdom?
I remember what I said earlier, damn it. I done told this motherfucker he spends more time leaving the show than I do doing the broadcast. I've got enough before my closing entry minutes on this motherfucker than I do my own broadcast. That being said, mother had your mother made your motherfucker. You know, all that other good stuff. I'm going to bed. Peace.
You know, he says that I take longer to close the show, but then he takes 45 minutes.
45 minutes just to say that. Good Lord.
Yeah. I think we're both guilty of the same
Practice
thing.
what you preach there, Tony.
Because we're awesome, Tony D.
Yeah.
I do.
The greatest Mexican sports head coaches of all time, Glick and Tony D. Just like, we don't even have hockey down here, but we're about to.
I'll build a ring.
Like, why is Tony D and Glick coaching all these sports leagues in Mexico? Because Jeff's an idiot.
Buying them left, right, and right.
But with that being
Jeff
said,
bought like 5 different sports arenas.
Yeah.
Needs coaches.
Wasn't he just head coaching the football team and now he's fighting a black bear?
Wow.
That's our Glick.
Just any way for Jeff and Glick to make a buck. I don't know.
Yeah. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you know the drill. Be good. Or be good at it. Goodbye, motherfuckers.
With the button.
What's in the button?